He's kind of capricious overlord.
That is true. Well, oh God, is that true ever?
We're slowly but surely stepping into the dystopian cyberpunk universe.
I know, and none of the good parts of it either.
We're gonna need that Johnny Silverhand to come blow up a apartment building.
I'm ready for it. Give me the neon and the rain, and then I'll be okay with it all.
Can't wait for the synthwave future. It's gonna be bright and not full of brown and yellow. Anyway, let me. I've already done all the prep work, so we're pretty much good to go.
Perfect. I missed the end of the last time you streamed Postal. Are you gonna keep going with Postal, or are you done with it?
Yeah, I think I'll keep going. Overall, it's playable.
It's it's a lot better than it was. I'll tell you that. I quit playing around like Wednesday or Thursday because it just got so bad, dude.
Understandably so. Like that, frame rate dip can be rough.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the issues, funnily enough, can be solved by just going back and forth between the main menu and the game itself. But still,
Right.
it's annoying.
It's very annoying, and it's not as bad now. But you've seen the smartphone bonk out. That's what got me.
Oh yeah, like I only had that happen once in the second stream.
It used to be like super prominent. Anytime I would have to bring it up, I got nervous.
The problem is there's only so much troubleshooting you can do.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It is just not optimized well. That's the core issue at hand.
No, and honestly, I wouldn't even be too upset about it if they didn't also like focus. I mean, I'm glad they got a console version, but like they're more worried about getting that out than fixing the PC version. And there's no way that thing runs good on console.
No.
There's no way.
I'm telling you, buddy, once that Switch port rolls out, then we'll see.
Oh my God, is it coming to Switch?
No, but imagine. Look, if you can cram Doom Eternal or Witcher 3 on that handheld travesty, then what's Postal for?
Buddy, I don't know. I am glad they, Did you see they rolled out new content for Postal 2 on the anniversary?
What did they do?
There's a whole slew of it. Let me look it up. I know the big thing was Steam Deck support, which is cool, but there's a whole other stuff here. I wish I could just find a list of like an update, change log, whatever it's called.
I know they were planning to add some new bits and bobs, but I don't quite recall what was it. I mean, on the one hand, it's good that they still care about the game, but I just think that attention is diverted into the wrong elements.
Yes, 100%. I agree.
I mean, let's face it, it's just easier to add new stuff instead of fix old and bad.
Yeah, and like, if oh, here it is. It came out April 19th. If Postal 4 was in a better state, I wouldn't even get mad. Like, that's totally fine. Here you go. There's a laundry list of new things. It's actually really cool. Even some bug fixes.
No shit. Let me quickly skim for this.
I actually thought about reinstalling it just to do 2 weeks in Paradise instead of a week.
Ooh, a new difficulty setting. That sounds intriguing.
Oh yeah.
Guess you're gonna do ludicrous and pacifist mode at the same time now.
Oh man, dude.
New
that
incentive for Frosty just dropped.
You know what? I actually might try it. That Postal 2 pacifist run I did last year was honestly the most fun I had with the game. And that's not a bad thing. It just completely changes the way you play it.
Alright, we're gonna tackle the Oracle once more, and fingers crossed.
It seems to be something with just with cutscenes, really, which is really, like, I mean, I'm not a dev, but I'm sure they probably could have tried to fix that.
Probably. Regardless, so thankfully you can skip through pretty much all of them.
Yeah, we had to skip the first 2 just to play co-op.
Not to mention the first 2 missions of the game, because it's not like we can do them.
That is true.
It's just a good game design philosophy at work.
Man, I've seen this Twitter trend going around. Post a movie gif of the year you left high school, and I'm looking at some of these. I'm like, man, I'm old.
What do you got?
For me, it was Drive. It was perfect. I had to use it.
So it's a movie that came out once you were finishing high school.
Yep.
Let me think.
The original poster definitely.
Let me think. I graduated in 2005. What's the movie that came out in 2005? Like a popular one. Do a quick fact check as I'm currently stuck in the loading.
I cannot believe Corpse Bride is that old. Obviously, I wouldn't use that one as the one, but wow. I don't know if you liked it. Sin City was that year, and so was Constantine. 2 good movies.
Constantine? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I can roll with old school Keanu.
Do you think we're gonna get that Constantine sequel?
Hard to say. On the one hand, they pulled out Matrix from the grave. For better or worse. Most likely the latter. Because, let me tell you, Matrix, the new one, kind of a shit show.
I believe it. I actually completely forgot it came out until just now.
Okay, let me ask you this. What do you know about the new Matrix, if anything at all?
Literally nothing.
Okay, so I'm gonna get a little spoilerish.
By all means.
They get extremely meta in that movie.
Oh.
They basically are aware that this is a movie, and the Matrix is fictional in that universe.
Right.
And the movie is starting to slip into real life, kinda, sorta. It's very weird.
That would have been cool in the 90s.
Definitely. Right now, all I can think of is cringe.
Oh yeah. That is for sure. What do you suppose morning food nipple is?
No idea.
Hold your fire. Hold your fire.
I wondered who the prophets would send to silence me. An arbiter. Unflattered.
He's using a hollow.
Like this guy's color scheme.
Come out so we may kill you.
Kinda gives him a bug-like look.
Yeah, it does. So while we redo this for the upteenth time, have you tried the Street Fighter 6 demo?
No, not yet. Is it any good?
I didn't even install it. Everything I've seen on the game, I'm just not interested in it, unfortunately.
The most I've seen is the character creators so far, which is kinda nuts, honestly.
I will say, yeah, they are They are definitely doing it good with the single player. Which
Imagine
is good,
extended single player content for a fighting game in 2023, nonetheless.
right? Nobody took notes when Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks was the hottest thing on the block, man.
I mean, the most we get nowadays is whenever Arxis does like a story mode, kinda.
Follow when I reinforce you.
Yeah, and you just sit there and watch a 3-hour OVA.
I think the most accurate in that regard was Granblue, because they just straight up gave you an RPG mode.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm sure if I was into Granblue, that single player mode would have been really, really cool.
Will not save you.
I did it for the weapon skins and that was about it. And even then, I didn't even unlock them all. I got that save like everybody else did that just had everything unlocked.
I ain't gonna lie, if you want me to peep gacha, you're just gonna have to take it out of its natural environment.
Yep.
It worked for Granblue, it can probably translate well to other IPs.
I'm excited. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be excited because I'm a fake Granblue fan, but I hope Relink is good if it ever comes out.
It looks decent enough from the gameplay footage.
It just makes you wonder. It's been in development for so long.
Yeah. What's pretty interesting that I've learned from a Blue Archive fan. You know about that one?
That's the bunny girl one, right? Yeah, I know that.
That's the one with the schoolgirls that have guns for some reason. But then again, that's like that's like every trope. Anime girl with a gun, except she's either a maid, a ship, or whatever, depending on the franchise.
It almost got me because I was like, all right, I like girls and I like guns, and they're not ships. And then I was like, well, it's gotcha, so never mind.
But here's the interesting thing. Apparently, before Nexon or whatever got their say in the development process, it was gonna be XCOM.
What?
I know. I was shocked too. If that were the case, I'd play the shit out of it.
They should probably still do that. Why not? Dude, people love XCOM right now. Like, I think XCOM's probably the biggest it's ever been.
Especially with the revival arc and the modern 2 games doing really well. Dude, you put out an XCOM with anime, that show's gonna sell like hotcakes.
I can't believe they looked at that and were like, no. That would have been a great supplemental game with the gacha. They could have. Oh, they messed up.
Big time. I mean,
that would have been.
With Japan, it's kind of but Western audiences, they'd eat it up.
Oh yeah, I definitely would have bought it.
Yeah, what's up, Dine?
Yeah, what's up, Dine? Get off. Wait. Oh, you're not on. I was gonna say get off Guilty Gear, but you got me.
Get off Street Fighter 6.
Get off Street Fighter 6.
I saw you log on earlier, Buster.
Oh, next time,
It's gonna be the next fighting game. Our boy is gonna dedicate 1,000 hours to.
I know. Truly is a cap drone. Does the demo have Steam Remote Play?
That I don't know.
You know, it definitely does, Don, and that's why I don't like it. I know, that's exactly why I don't like it.
Listen, I've played Street Fighter 5 for a little bit. It's fine, but nothing to write home about.
I put, between console and PC, I put in a couple hundred hours, and I can safely say I don't ever want to play that game again.
Somehow makes me more nostalgic for 4, which is already a success.
Yeah. Now, Street Fighter 4, probably the closest thing to perfect fighting games ever got. For me, anyway.
Oh no, it's doing
use the 4 button.
Oh no, it's doing that thing.
Cause me and Shunt were just talking. Oh shit! Rest in peace. Me and Shunt were just talking about how cool that single player content looked.
See, that's what I hate about modern fighting games, like catering to casuals that is mandatory. Like with KO 15, you have that auto combo shit from pressing A,
Oh yeah.
which sometimes I forget about, and you can't even disable it. Like if you wanna do jabs, you're risking getting another combo instead.
That's awful. Even oh crap, All-Star Battle R even let you disable that, and that's barely even a fighting game.
Again, Granblue has simple mode, but you can just do manual inputs whenever.
Yeah, actually, you get rewarded, right? Your cooldown's on this.
Yep.
Or does it use the cooldown or something like that? Yeah.
That's a good approach. Like
I'll be the first to tell you, I like that.
But
I
let's be reasonable. We just have to go back to the good old days of gatekeeping. Not everything has to be mainstream.
It's true. Gatekeeping is good, no matter. Anybody who tells you gatekeeping, oh, you killed me! And that's fine, I respawn. Anyone who tells you gatekeeping is bad, got gatekeeped.
They didn't get bullied enough.
It's true. Does the demo let you do chapter 2, or do you not get to probably just chapter 1? Yeah. Oh my gosh, they spawned me with that stupid pistol. I do not blame you.
Weak as shit.
I don't blame you one bit. It's alright. I'll be a little busy the month Street Fighter 6 comes out with Final Fantasy and Diablo.
Oh right, we're getting some good stuff in the upcoming months.
Oh yeah.
I was surprised to learn that Blizzard does sales in their store like at all.
Yeah.
A while ago they actually sent me an ad and I decided to look for the lineup. You wanna know what really struck me?
Warcraft 3 Reforged.
It was not on sale at all.
Oh my god! I thought you were gonna say the fact that it was on sale.
Not a single cent worth of discount.
You know, that's fair. Even at a discount, I don't think that game's worth paying for.
No.
I say this as a genuine modern day Blizzard fan. I don't think it's worth paying for.
If I'm gonna go through Warcraft 3, I'm probably gonna have to look for means to get like the original somehow.
Oh, it's not entirely related, but did you see that your place, the UK, actually came out and blocked the Microsoft acquisition of Activision today?
I have, and that's a good thing.
It is. I hate that the fact that they were like, this is a threat to cloud gaming. We want cloud gaming. Like, no, we don't. But I'm glad you stopped the merger. I'm tired of them buying everything. It doesn't really affect me because, you know, I mostly play on PC and I'll still get it. But it's still not good.
No, we actually need a little bit of competition.
It's true, and I'm not just saying that because I have a PlayStation. But you know, I'm not gonna buy anything on console if it's on, you know, PC.
I mean, Microsoft is at least good with putting stuff on PC these days, but still.
They are. Their ports are generally okay too.
Would not be okay with one megacorpo dictating the situation on the Western market.
Nope, not one bit. I think the only thing good that could have came from it would have been potentially porting WoW to console, because I think it really needs that. But it's not happening now. At least not unless they overturn it or something. I don't know how this works. I'm not a lawyer. You say that, Don, but I know you love Luke. He's your favorite Street Fighter.
The one Street Fighter was an afterthought at the end of Street Fighter V's life cycle.
You know, I respect the fact that everybody on the internet, like, collectively came out and was like, man, this Street Fighter 6 box art looks horrible. You should change it. And then Capcom just doubled down and said, no. We love this god-awful looking box art. Oh, what? I had 1 HP and that little one got me.
We here at Capcom respect our audience's opinion. By the way, fuck you.
Listen, there are 99% of the time I think it's good to listen to your fan base. And I don't think this is the 1%, but I do think it's really funny that of all the things they decided to die on, it was that horrible box art.
Listen, dude. Don't be so harsh. It was the CEO's son for his box art project.
I guess so. Oh my gosh, I'm getting melted, bro. I took a step
Whoa.
out and I'm dead.
My guy just got absolutely destroyed.
Get this call.
Did you peep the new Satan Hogs video yet?
No, I was thinking about that last night before I went to bed, and I went to watch it, and then I just ended up.
It's a
falling
really
asleep.
good watch. I mean, I don't know how I managed to skip on the Petscop trend. It's a fairly new concept.
Oh, is it just about Petscop? I thought it was like a new one.
It's actually about Petscop's successors,
Ah, okay, good. I will watch it.
which I was surprised to learn that there's one that's still ongoing in a sense. Like it's just about to wrap up. Also, fun little fact, Alex Killister makes a cameo.
No way.
Yep. Sagan got him for an interview at the end.
That's awesome. Hey, do you remember the key to activate your active camo again?
It was 4.
4, thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. I've never seen any interviews with him. Is that like his first one?
I think so. I don't think he's made like a public appearance prior to that.
Yeah, talk about the exclusives. What are we missing? I don't see anybody over here at the end. Oh, they're up there. Okay.
Well, given how deeply situated Sagan is in the, shall we say, indie community, he's able to pull some strings.
Let me ask you a question. We're talking about indie games. Have you played The Witch's House?
The Witch's House. That's the RPG Maker one, isn't it?
The classic. I think that may have been the
I
one that
have
kicked it
not,
all off.
but I've heard really good things about it and was actually contemplating getting it at some point.
I haven't played that DX version, but I don't actually even know what it adds. But I seen a video the other day on like a bunch of really cool RPG Maker
Oof.
games. I forgot about that one.
Holy shit. That was some interesting physics. I know for a fact that the Steam port adds refined graphics. It is generally some quality of life improvements. Kind of like what they did with the Ib remaster.
Oh my god, I forgot about Ib Remaster. Was it good?
Yeah, it's well received. I mean, they didn't really change, like, you know, the core gameplay or anything, just pure visual improvements.
Right.
So as long as you don't fuck too much with the source material, then there's not really much room for messing it up.
Oh, we had a checkpoint. We're getting close to the continuously crash point too.
So far, so good. and let's keep it that way. Let me tell you something. Today was the first day in a long time when I had to get up at like 6 a.m.
Right.
And it messed me up, dude.
Oh, I'd imagine.
Like usually we start a day at about 8. And you'd think those 2 hours wouldn't make much of a difference. Oh, they do.
Oh, absolutely, man. I tell you.
Like,
I feel
in
you.
terms of getting rest and the general mood that you're in, brother, day and night. Like, sure, we actually managed to end work earlier because of that, but still,
Yeah,
by the time the clock hit like 2 p.m., I was already prepared to go to bed and just sleep it
I
off.
understand. Oh. That's why I have hard committed to hopefully never ever working first shift jobs again.
I'm actually
don't
thinking
think,
of coming over for Mothman Fest this year.
It's pretty cool. I don't know if it, I'll be honest with you, I don't think it's worth the money, but it's pretty cool. Because it would be pretty pricey to fly over for Mothman Fest.
Look, man, if you don't mind me sticking around for 2 weeks, then you know, all I need is some floor space in a shed, some scraps of food, and I promise it's like I was never there in the first place. You won't even feel you have a vagrant staying over.
That's the only thing I hate about not having my own place. My parents are, you know, they're old. I'll say they're old.
Son, have you been talking to those internet strangers again?
They are. I love my parents. I'm not trying to say anything bad, but they are actually. That's them.
It used to be like that for my parents too, until you know, times have changed.
Right.
And I've actually started meeting people IRL. But even then, when I was gonna go to Portugal and hang out with a buddy that I've known for Lord knows how many years now, they were still like,
Oh, I thought I crashed, man. You can't do that to me.
but son, what if something happens to you when you're abroad? I'm like, I am literally just over the canal.
Do not forget your sacrifice.
I can't believe you were there and didn't go hang out with Snake Tamer.
I would have, but that was the time frame when he wasn't active on Discord very much.
That's true.
Unfortunately.
I also don't know where you went, but I think he's in Lisbon.
I think he also is Lisbon-based.
Ah.
To be fair, Portugal is in a very big country, and besides Lisbon, the biggest town you have there is Porto.
Oh, wrong button. Ah, stay away. Well, I got my sword back.
Well, that could have ended horribly. But yeah, next time I happen to roll on Portugal again, I am taking the time to visit Fatima.
I can't activate this, by the way. You might have to do it.
Yep, it's coming down.
Oh, I thought we were going up. Whoops. Hey, look. My dead body.
All my presents are in the air, officer. Go ahead, up the table.
Man, double needle kinda kicks ass.
It's insane. It was very annoying.
That rate of fire is off the charts. Oh boy. Here comes the part where the architecture gets tilted and it throws me off.
Look at the station list.
Don't you just love it?
One final cable officer.
I got it.
Nice. Now it's gonna get really trippy. Admittedly, it is a pretty cool transition.
Oh yeah.
Like when this game came out, this definitely blew some minds.
The station is in free fall.
The way that
Whoa.
gun just bounces off the elevator.
The heretic leader is on the move. Do not let him escape. We'll stay with you as long as we can.
You got it.
Nope.
Oh, I'm dead too.
No, somehow I survived.
Oh.
I thought the fall damage was gonna do me in.
Our lives will be
Oh my! Why do they
Ow,
spawn
ow,
me
ow,
with a
ow, ow.
plasma pistol, man? That thing's so weak.
Yeah, give me that tractor beam instead. We need to stop this trend of romanticizing pistols in first-person shooters, especially when they're not good.
No, that ended with Halo CE.
Listen, man. If it's a pair of revolvers and they actually do damage, then I'm fine with that. But if you give me a set of pea shooters, then you can shove them up your...
Godspeed, buddy. Yeah, I'm back.
Back in the saddle.
Did you watch the new Civi yet? I haven't got to
I
see
have.
it.
Gotta say, they went up with the production value for Hexen 2.
Oh yeah, it's like all 3D now.
I can definitely see the Quake inspiration from it.
I could be wrong. I think it was built on the Quake engine, right?
It was.
Okay, yeah.
So they used good tech for it. I mean, even
Unfortunately-
then, if I'm gonna dive into the series at some point, I'm definitely gonna start from the beginning, because you kinda have to begin from below to truly appreciate the good times.
I normally frown on it, but I wouldn't even blame you if you played through that entire game using a guide. It's not. I mean, it's not that it's not fun. Well, my problem with it is like it's so close to being really fun, really cool. You know.
I will
think
say
the
this
aesthetics
much.
are phenomenal.
When I was watching the Egypt part of the Hexen 2 review, I was like, what the fuck is this? Cryptic ass bullshit. Like,
Oh man.
they doubled down on just wasting your time and sending on a wild goose chase back and forth.
Yeah, that's the weird part about it too. Like they did not listen to a single ounce of feedback for Hexen 1.
Alright, this is where we do the air sequence, and after that we should be caught up.
Wait, the hangar. There was a Sarah fighter inside. Obviously, you know what to do.
Huh. I may have accidentally smacked the bridge. You're barely clinging on with that ship.
I can't go down.
That Banshee is just close to crashing any moment now. Imminent nosedive.
Oh, we got it!
Yo.
Oh, wait, what? Whoa, I've never seen that. It was like a unique death animation?
It's either that, or you managed to trigger the cutscene, but because of the death trigger happening, it overrode it. What is going on? Like, actually, what the fuck is happening?
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
What happened, dude?
Christ almighty. Literally held together with shoestrings.
That's insane.
One little quirk I would have really appreciated is if you have the beam weapon out. I would have preferred if just walking over the same weapon type automatically picked up in the fresh ammo instead of having to swap every single time.
I get the idea since you don't actually reload it, but it would have been nice.
Come on, it's a space shooter. Realism is the least of our concerns here.
God, imagine an alternate reality where Halo was an M-Sim.
That would have been interesting for sure.
Too realistic for its own good. Hey, you know, speaking of M-Sims, System Shock 2 remake missed its release date again.
Actual vaporware.
Oh man, I feel bad for people who backed that.
Just no excuse at this point.
Nope. Honestly, I know a guy who has like, he backed it, like the big edition, and man, every time I talk about Night Dive in the ports, he's like, yeah, I hate that company, and I'm like, you know what? Completely fair. Completely fair.
They've definitely fallen off. Blade Runner was the beginning of new and worrisome arc.
Did Power Slave come out before or after Blade Runner?
Before.
Power Slave was pretty good. Okay, never mind then. Oh! Turned the corner and got dicked.
Boy, I sure love the abundance of bloom effects, just...
Oh yes. Man, I remember when I was a dumb kid, this is a Power Slave memory that will never leave me. Uh-oh! I hope you seen that.
I did. Just insta-death.
I just exploded.
Holy shit, this zombie just smacked me once and that was the end of it.
Oh man. I remember seeing a screenshot for Power Slave, and you know, it's kind of an Egyptian-based game anyway. And I looked at it, I was like, oh my god, they made a video game off the Iron Maiden album.
I
have
know.
to play it.
I fucking know. And then you read about the history and it's just someone really liked the album name. And the whole Egyptian shtick was pure coincidence.
That's so funny.
That is a certified crazy moment in the history of video game development.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know what's even funnier? Thinking about it now. So the band was antsy enough to throw a hissy fit about Iron Maiden,
Oh yeah.
but not about Power Slave back in the day, when they were at the
I
peak.
forgot about that.
It's like,
That is a good point. What the heck?
why? How?
It really upsets me that I even did that with Ion Storm, if I'm being honest with you. But what can you do? My only cope is that it was the lawyers. It wasn't the band. It was the lawyers. It wasn't the band.
I wouldn't believe it was any of the band members doing, because, I mean, they've dabbled in video games.
Right. Oh yeah, Ed Hunter's awesome.
I'm pretty sure they're self-aware enough to know these little intricacies.
Man, this like, I don't know. If it had been like a big trip, it happened again.
You know what? That may have been accidentally my doing. I may have blew up a crate.
Oh man. If it had happened to like a big AAA game, I wouldn't have even cared. But like, come on, man, don't bully indie devs. You can bully some of them, but not those ones.
No, not the ones that actually make a good product.
Yeah. At least it turned out okay. You know, Ion Storm did pretty well. It's getting a sequel that ties in with Sin somehow. I'm pretty
Yeah.
excited for that.
And not only that, they're actually going for a different look this time, which
Yeah.
kudos for them.
I haven't dabbled too much into Sin, but I have them on Steam, so I guess I should probably get into it soon.
Man, that's another crazy thing to consider. Shelly's game, which started as an afterthought, you know, Bulletstorm, where she was a side character,
Right.
actually kickstarted her career. Meanwhile, Duke over here,
Oh boy.
the side character has actually outlived the main protag.
Hey, guess who got kicked back to the menu?
10, heretic. Arbiter.
I'm still in the game though.
Not me.
Your
I'm lying. It's not me. It's not me.
who has taught you these
I'm good. I'm good.
lies?
I'm about to kick you out myself. You son of a...
Oracle.
Hello, I am free from
Oh no.
duty spark.
This is the funny cube.
It's him.
Ask the Oracle about Halo. How they would sacrifice us all for nothing.
More questions? Splendid. I would be happy to assist you.
The elites are blind, Arbiter. But I...
Oh, you know, this is peak 2000s boss design when your
Oh,
antagonist has jetpacks.
Yep. Since we were talking about, oh god, I forgot about the boss.
Open your eyes.
It's getting out of hand. Now there's three of them.
No, we were talking
Whoa, whoa,
about
whoa.
like Ed Hunter and Maiden games and stuff. Hey, did you play Kiss Psycho Circus ever as a kid?
No. I know... That was on... Which console was it? Dreamcast?
There is a Dreamcast and I think a PC port too, because the oh my gosh, the Dreamcast port has a lot of compromises.
Oof. Now that I think about it, there used to be like a lot of band tie-ins. You had the Kiss game, Ed Hunter. Queen had a weird psychedelic 3D adventure game, which I'm kind of tempted to look into at some point.
Oh, you should, because I totally won't play it. I'm not good at adventure games.
You know what? I'm not either, but they're interesting.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely.
Sometimes the story is worth struggling with the bad puzzle design. I didn't get hit, Moo.
You're actually. You know what? I'm gonna be a little racist. You're
Uh-oh.
European, bro. You should love puzzle games. Your people live off of Myst.
Am I gonna have to post the image again?
This fire facility predates installation of
Maybe.
Also, I will not take the slander, it's just the Danish.
Just throw Lilith under the bus, huh? You were talking about Myst this morning when I was talking about Wizardry. You love it.
Because it sounded like a missed moment. Ambiguous game design where you flip a switch and you have no idea what the hell triggered. Oh wait, that's Doom.
So, wait, do we hate Doom now too?
I mean, Doom at least has something going for it.
Installation powerful by several hundred years. It was retrofitted to research possible
Dude,
offenses.
I lose my whole shield in one shot.
Indeed, I designed
You know what also Europeans love? At least Germans? Simulators.
Oh yeah. I got one. I can't even hate, man. I also love simulators. There we go.
One of my favorite green text tweet posts was German man goes out in the field from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., comes back home, boots up Farming Simulator.
I gotta get Farming Simulator sometime. I've never actually played it. Yeah, there it is.
So it is. Come, you're leading the system.
Look how blocky he is.
Very blocky.
We did it, guys. We made it past the mission.
47 minutes into the stream, the par time was 25. I don't know how they set those times, man. I really don't.
It had to be with glitches and skips. I don't believe you can get through this. I mean, maybe back in the day when you played the original Halo 2.
Yeah, maybe they were playing on easy or something.
Hey, speedrunners don't care if it sets a record time.
It's true. I will say, I think Halo 1 and 2, I haven't seen 3, are pretty cool speedruns, honestly.
How crazy do the skips get?
Very. It's just insane, like, the things they do, and, like, rocket jumping and grenade jumping and sword flying and tons of stuff. Well, in 2, anyway.
I would say first-person shooters are probably one of my favorite categories to watch for speedruns, just because of how insane the movement gets.
Have you seen that Combat Master game that people are talking about now?
I did, and
Looks horrible.
It's the blandest shit in a hot minute.
Dude, like...
It's like, bro.
What makes me so mad is like, oh, look at the movement. There is no movement. It's slide cancels and jumps. There's no bunny hopping, no wall runs, no dodging, no grenade jumps, no rocket jumps. Where's the movement?
Report.
Both engine cores.
Just play Quake.
We're drifting. Let your pods are cold. I'll need
They even remastered Quake like a year or two ago with really good cross-online play.
Yeah, you know, a game that has already perfected mobility 30 years ago.
Ma'am, there's an object coming into view now.
It's alright. If Epic doesn't forget to put Unreal Tournament 3 back on Steam, we'll be eating good.
They're never doing it.
They're probably not.
So this is what my father found. I thought Halo was some sort of super weapon.
They got too comfy mooching off Fortnite.
Mooching off you.
Listen, I only paid for one season.
Where's our target?
The enemy ship is stopped above the ring, ma'am. We're going to pass right
You are
over.
not immune to propaganda,
Given what we
Sean.
know about this, it's even more important that we capture the prophet of the jet. Find out why he came to Earth, why he came here.
Literally mooching off of both of you.
It's in the name, Moo. It's in the name.
I'll just never forget when Shunt was like, no, Frosty, I'm not downloading EGS while Evil Dead the movie, the game is free, and I'm not playing with you. And then Fortnite gave him a little rip.
Man, I'm really gonna have to pull out a lot of stock images, including the Garfield, you're not immune to propaganda, and now moving the goalpost.
Wait, no. I'm not moving the goalpost, I'm setting the goalpost.
Yeah, what's up, Vicious? How you been doing, buddy?
Evil Dead actually got some new DLC not long ago. Some characters from the show that I did not
Mind
watch.
the bump.
That was a very good show.
I heard it's good things. I was really sad that it didn't get a proper ending, so I never watched it.
I mean, technically, it has an ending, but it's a cliffhanger, which would have been a really great idea to pursue, because it basically sets the stage for a Mad Max kind of setting. But, you know, maybe it's for the best.
Possibly make any more noise?
Maybe.
I guess so.
Sir, we gotta neutralize those turrets.
Well, lay it on me, buddy. What's been going on in your life? Hey. Now this is a weapon you should start off with. Just heavy firepower all around. Also, nice looking lake.
Uh-oh. Oh! Uh-oh! Oh man, I about went off the edge.
No, I just had to look this up in HD mode and I'm kind of starting to regret it. Because the game does not like me transitioning.
I think my game crashed.
Yep. Let me lay it on the record. Those polygons weren't worth it.
Oh, nope, I'm back on the menu. Are
Yo,
you going to
no
ESA?
shit. Where are you heading, champ? Alright, let me invite you back in the lobby. Sweden? Why would you ever go to Sweden, you poor sod?
That's where the event's at, duh.
Okay, start. There we go. You're gonna be doing some Mega Man runs, or what's on the lineup? By the way, we're not enabling high-res mode ever again. Those are some pretty visuals, but the game does not like me watching them. Fair enough, man. That was also one of my sentiments when I first went over to the States, so... I've recently binged through the first season of Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I mean, it's a great show, but I'm curious. What made you want to do Aqua Teen?
I was kind of contemplating just watching something Western for once.
Uh-huh.
some kind of show I never looked into but heard good things about it, and this seemed like the perfect format because the episodes are usually about 11 minutes long, so it's kind of a fast watch.
Right.
Especially if you're on a binge, and so far, worth it.
It's great, man. I never watched it all because there's a lot, and the movie is getting ready to. No, the movie's already out. They already. I don't know.
No, I think it had 2 movies.
Yeah, there was the older one, which has Mastodon in it. It's pretty cool, and then there was a newish one that came out like a year ago.
The deeper I go, the more I realize that as the years go by, I am steadily turning into a fusion of Master Shake and Carl.
Oh no. You're gonna take that Carl one back after another season or 2.
You know, I kind of already want to take it back. He is not a good role model.
He's one of my favorites, though. Oh man, I don't want. Never mind. I don't want to spoil nothing. I mean, it's not. You know, it's so funny, man. After you do Aqua Teen, you may have already watched it. You got to do Metalocalypse after. They're also like 11-minute episodes.
We can skip this bullshit. Oh. Okay, we're going back to Retro. Where the water still looks good. Let that sink in. A couple of generations
Let that sink in.
did not increase the fidelity that much. That is one of the risks, which we've kind of discussed in another subject matter on Discord earlier, but the longer a franchise goes on for, the greater the risk that eventually you will hit a low, especially if you don't change around the format too much. With Family Guy, it's a one-hit wonder. If you keep repeating the same shit for over 20 seasons, then yeah, you don't really have a lot going for.
Oh my gosh, be careful. There's something over there. I don't know what killed me.
Aqua Teen, I'm too early to say from it, but I just appreciate the surreal humor and the absolute nonsense going on too much to find it grating.
Were the Moonanites in season 1?
Say again?
The Moonanites, Ignignok and Earth?
Yeah.
Okay, those dudes are so stupid, man.
One of my favorite episodes so far is when Carl becomes the king of bees.
Man, I forgot about that being so early. I guess where I never like watched them all back to back to back. I never really think about what episode is what season. It was just that show I would always catch on Adult Swim.
It's a little impossible to remember just about everything from your favorite show. It's always like the most memorable moments that ingrain themselves in your memories.
Good old Happy Time Harry. I like that one and Jiggle Billy.
I hear you.
Everyone likes to jiggle.
Yeah, dude.
Then he gives him an existential crisis.
Being a fellow hillbilly, I resounded with Jiggle Billy. Look at this. Oh, I thought you fell through the floor. I seen
No,
the arrow
I
point
fell off
out,
the
so look at this
pillar.
guy.
It's incredibly slippery.
Oh man, it's such a good show.
Wait a bit. It's this nonsense. There we go.
We often talk about the good shows, but there was a lot of crap on Adult Swim too. Remember Lucy, Daughter of the Devil?
I haven't watched that one.
Terrible.
I know you're not a big into Xavier, Renegade Angel.
Nope. Not one bit. I won't say it's bad. I will say that one is just not my cup of tea.
Definitely. Sometimes I felt it was a little too much even for me, and I'm all about absurdity. But I will say this. That iconic scene where he has a showdown with himself from the telephone booth. That will always be peak savior to me.
Did you see somebody remade him in Street Fighter 6?
I did. I just posted that to Zan earlier.
Oh yeah, that was you that posted it.
The best part after that dying is when Master Shake throws him off a cliff pretending it's just like Highlander.
Oh, whoa!
Let's wait for our warthog.
Did you do that?
No, you just got sniped, bro.
I wanted to pick my guns up.
Master Chief trips over and dies.
That right. Whoa.
Whoa.
Postcard. Dear Sarge.
I got a good view
Kicking
coming
ass
in.
out of space.
There's a big
Wish you
building
were
in the
here.
middle of this island's lake. I heard that.
Who invited this British fellow into the squad?
We've had a British fellow in the squad. What are you talking about?
Come here. I just want to say how much I appreciate you.
Come on in, Chief.
Oh, you know that was good.
Saddle up. We're moving out.
I'm a genius.
You okay there, bud?
No.
I'm so tempted. You don't even have an idea right now.
Oh man.
You guys know he had that saved for a while now. Frosty was just waiting to drop the bomb when I least expected it.
Covenant has control of the bridge ahead.
And
Bottle us up
I kind of
on
have to
this side
say,
of the gorge.
he got me with that one.
Close to extend the bridge should be in this section.
Hey, whoa. Somebody's sniping us. I don't know if that one was you or not.
Nope.
There's a right over there.
Totally not me. No, sir.
See if I can hit this from downtown.
Unlike some other people in this game session, I do not betray my friends.
Oh.
You. Get off that scooter. Come here.
Oh, the Wraith got me. Thought I got him.
Alright. I think the coast is clear now.
Oh man, I got my head hurt laughing at that one.
Well, after that burn Frosty gave me. It burns, it burns! So I think I might have to log on to Trigger Fire and check the settings, because I didn't get that prompt to show up.
I tried to set that up yesterday, running wild. I was like, hey man, you need to get some sounds. And I was like, alright, yeah, no, that's a good idea. And I could not figure it out. I thought I just needed to set it up with Trigger Fire and like maybe put something in OBS, and it was like, well, you need the Streamlabs and all this. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
It's pretty simple to set up. You just have to do it through an external website, which is a little confusing at first, but once you get the basics down, then it comes naturally.
Baldi's basics down.
Ooh.
What are you streaming that on?
When everyone forgets that existed, so they can pretend to be surprised again. Because you know everyone and their grandmother has played Baldi's Basic at this point.
I have never actually played it.
It is a one-trick pony case. So once you know what happens, then it kind of just loses its impact.
Oh! Hey, get this guy behind me! Ah, thank you.
I mean, Moose still goes to events, so maybe you managed to catch him over there.
Good, the bridge is down. Now about those rings.
Already took care of him.
Props for keeping the trend of entering with vehicles into buildings.
The beauty of the ghosts are, man, where there's a will, there's a way.
Regret's giving a speech. Sermon to me.
Now, if only we had a Warthog.
Standard covenant liturgy, but I'll try.
There is no more will, though. Let me get this out of the way.
Oh. Well, that's gonna have to be a point deducted from the overall score.
It's hard to get it out with nice sloped areas. And it's about to blow up. I'd rather get a good one. There are 2 wraiths.
Uh-oh. That's gonna suck.
Hey, what's up, Sophie?
Hello there, new person. Hope you're having a good day, and welcome to this nonsense.
Leave it for the others.
Don't worry,
Now,
I
why
have
on earth did my cool rocket launcher get replaced with a default pistol?
Don't worry about it. I have a tank.
Well, it's all up to you, my friend.
We got him. Behind us.
Again, it's weird that they let the NPCs hop on the tank to hang around, but you as the player can't.
Eventually you can.
Well, whatever it is that you're doing, Sophie, I hope it comes along smoothly.
What do you feel about this, the strange Son of Mask obsession that Quasic has developed recently?
I have seen the first Mask movie, and it's kind of a Jim Carrey staple, so can't complain. But all I'm gonna put out is Quasic is a very strange person, so that's kind of in character for him.
True. Well, Shunt has been comparing textures, and swapping textures in this game sure has some funny results.
Oh yeah, like the game does not like you going from classic to modern mode, especially if you're online.
Oops.
The single player is probably a little more stable, but yeah.
I really like this area. I told you I wasn't lying this time. Halo 2 has much better scenery.
Oh yeah, like already you can tell they had a bigger budget to work with
Oh yes.
and more ideas.
wish I still had that clip of you stealing the ghost last stream and then immediately getting it stolen off of it.
GTA kind of behavior.
Actually. Listen, Chung, we've done a lot of not good streams together. When are we just gonna bite the bullet in GTA 5 RP?
Soon, trademark.
I'll do it, man.
I mean, the online for that game is still pretty active, isn't it?
It's insanely active. And it probably won't die until GTA 6 comes out.
Which won't be anytime soon.
No, sir.
I still remember that drama when
Excuse me.
the early alpha of 6 dropped.
Oh,
And
yeah.
people were losing their shit. Oh, it just looks like GTA 5, Rockstar sucks. And I'm like, bro, I wouldn't even blame them to use the source code for 5.
Absolutely not. If anything, they should be happy because it'll be a lot easier to work with mods instead of having to rewrite everything from the bottom up.
I mean, I haven't played 5, but it looks like a solid enough foundation to build upon from.
I appreciate you doing upscaling the correct way. I'm still mad about this, so I'm gonna rant about it instead of doing like Atlas did and use Waifu 2X to upscale their $20 port that I got robbed on day 1.
You are paying for quality, Frosty, and you know it.
It's alright, it's alright. That remake's gonna make up for it.
Yeah.
Don't say it like that.
Listen, my dude, you have played the entirety of Soul Hackers 2 with a bitter taste.
I did.
You could not be any more cope than you are now.
How could I properly hate the game if I didn't finish it? Enough! No more Ringo, man.
Exactly. Frosty is a figway kind of guy. Do not berate him as such.
Exactly. Hey! I'm good. Is that you and the other ghost? I don't want to shoot it. If it is. Nope, that's not you. I'm dead. Oh, you were dead.
Huh, interesting. Is it a case of Halo 2 not being able to render 4K? Like, is it just too much for the engine to handle? Because I believe it. I mean, I've played through Jedi Outcast back in the day with a 4K texture mod, and it managed to run, but boy, those loading times were insane from zone to zone.
I seen you guys talking about Bloodborne this morning too in the Discord. This will be the year.
You'll see it.
I'm thinking about doing
Jeff Keighley is gonna be like, this year we have a special announcement for all the From Software fans, and then Miyazaki is gonna come on and say Bloodborne 2 PS5 exclusive.
It's fine with me. I just want it, man. I don't actually want Bloodborne 2. I just want Bloodborne in not 20 frames per second with dips.
So on PC.
This is a terrible... I don't know much about the engine, but I know this is the worst version of Halo 2 I've ever played. I'm upset there's no... I mean, maybe they are, and I just forgot where they are, but I think they took the super jumps out of this version, too. Sword flying's still there, though, at least.
The worst case scenario is when you take an already existing good game, and in the attempt of putting out a remaster, you make it worse.
Yeah, I swear these games were a lot better on the original versions. Even CE.
Oh, speaking of Rockstar, never forget the free renditions.
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds awful. By the way, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. You know, I'm kind of not surprised that Inferno Plus, probably one of the most prolific modders for Halo,
Excuse me.
went with Combat Evolved instead of this one.
I didn't actually even know there was like an active Halo modding community, truthfully.
Oh, they actually left notes in the code? That's pretty base. I love when devs pull out little Easter eggs like that. That's actually a good point. More devs these days need to do like interactive developer commentaries
Let's get in there.
in their
I
video
missed
games.
that.
Remember when Portal had a mode for that, and you could just interact with the bubble, and
Pelican inbound.
one of the developers would just give you a rundown on what was their thought process for a particular level and whatnot.
Yeah, it's cool. Or even if they don't want to do that, I just give me like behind the scenes videos again. I really genuinely miss those.
That was one of my favorite parts of after I was done with Dante's Inferno, just throw in the videos and learn a little what went on during the making.
Yeah, like with that little kid in Dante's Inferno. He's famous and he doesn't even know it.
It's just something he has to live down now for all eternity.
Can you check that out?
You know that dude just wasn't paid enough. It was that poor intern in the studio who was just like, yeah, I'll let the big boys handle this one. Gentlemen, what are you doing down here? I mean, this is a very fascinating wall, but the action is over there.
Excuse me.
Fall in.
Oh!
Well, our odds just got a whole lot better.
Oh! That's the worst grenade I've ever thrown in my life. Master Chief throws worst grenade. Ask to leave USMC.
Good one.
Johnson's like, Chief, that grenade throw was cringe. I'm gonna have to take away your suit. And your hologram waifu. And he's like, no, sir. Anything but that. You ever just have a hologram woman live rent-free in your head?
I mean, funny you say that. You're kind of right.
You always bring me to such nice places.
You know, as soon as VR tech progresses, that's gonna be you with Hatsune Miku.
Oh!
New contact.
Be careful. Don't worry about it. Ow.
Having two versions sounds good, because from my perspective, choice is appreciated. Like, the more options you give the player base, the better, in my opinion. I mean, of course, that's gonna demand more effort from you, but if you're fine with picking up the mantle, then by all means, please proceed. Oh boy, we got the creepy flyman again. Weirdly enough, they haven't appeared again since
Oh yeah.
the stage we started out on.
Hooray!
That's understandable, but I think no matter what, somebody will probably say that.
Yep, for sure.
I guess it's just the nature of the internet.
Regardless of how close you attempt to be to the source material, there's gonna be a purist who's gonna nitpick.
I'm guilty of it myself. Sometimes it's me. I wouldn't say it out loud, but I'm like, man. I've even complained about this game 6 ways from Sunday. I am very upset they did not fix any of the crashing and disconnects we've had.
Free for free, baby. The IP is in good hands.
You know, the worst part is I enjoyed what time I spent with Halo Infinite. But man, they just make some weird decisions.
Meanwhile, Bungie is living their best life right now.
Yeah, you know, I'm not the biggest Destiny fan, but I'm glad it's doing well. I had my fun with Destiny 1, and by the time 2 came around, I feel like I had my fill and just didn't need any more.
It's apparently really good with treating players about raids. Like, they make them very big events that they hype the shit out of.
Right. Then, I know Roundhouse still seems to enjoy it pretty well. Yeah, me personally, when it comes to restored content, I'm all for it. But I know what you mean. A lot of people would also be like, you know, it's not. I want it as is 1-1. What hit shelves on that November day? I think Halo 2 came out in November. I'm pretty sure it did. I still got the dog tags from the midnight release.
I mean, which again, having two versions that give freedom would be the optimal choice, but again, I reiterate, as a creator, you kind of have to develop a tough skin, and just whenever someone's being an asshole for no good reason, besides to be an entitled douchebag, then just tell him to fuck off. Otherwise, you will never hear the end of it.
I am very old. I am pushing 30 this year.
Meanwhile, I have turned 36 in April. I am what you might call an ancient gamer.
Actually, the ancient gamer.
Yep. I was like 5 years old when Doom came out.
Oh my! I was born the year Doom came out. To be 20 years old again. Oh man.
Not to worry, my friend. One day you too will be old and decrepit like we are.
It's true. I would say enjoy your youth, but honestly, I enjoy things even more now that I'm older.
I appreciate the compliment, but I don't know about the wise part.
Yeah,
My friend.
not for him. For me, absolutely. Oh, there's a sniper. Where was that you? Oh, that was you. Oh, that's no good. Maybe. Yeah, you never know. You know, things. This isn't my stream, so I don't want to get all philosophical about it, but you never know.
Truthfully, Moo, he isn't missing out on much.
That's also true. Thankfully, I don't live in the UK.
Imagine having to coexist with the British.
Says the British man.
Well,
The biggest problem with me in the UK is that I'm a big breakfast guy, and I do not like British breakfast. I'm not eating beans at 6 o'clock in the morning.
those people ain't right.
That's your people.
Good. Still no word about In Amber Clad on the Covenant BattleNet. It's odd. The Covenant know we made landfall, but they don't seem to consider us a very serious threat. Boy, are they in for a big surprise.
Oh!
The British heard you. When you think about it, the jackals aren't too far off from the British in terms of natural beauty.
You got a good point there. Things are getting up there.
You know, if I'm going to eat beans, I prefer it the Mexican way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Here's a question.
He's got a
Have
sword.
you ever had beans on pizza?
Never.
And I'm not, you know, talking about the soggy beans, but like just black beans.
No, sir.
They actually kind of slap.
I'll take your word for it. Respectfully decline. Hey.
Honor guards.
So the honor guards are one of the coolest enemy designs in this game, I think. I think you'll like them.
They got some bling on, that's for sure. Man, all of these Xbox notifications are gaslighting me into believing that Games for Windows Live is still alive.
Oh man, games. I don't miss that.
Nope.
I fought with that forever just to play Dark Souls on a horrible
sir.
port. The best part was
One of the first things to get Street Fighter cross-stack and playable was finding a workaround for it. Games for Windows.
I'm sad that I didn't grab cross-stacking before they took it off Steam. I don't think it's coming back. Actually, it might be back. Let me check.
Oh, you don't want to bloody black pudding? Oh.
Nope, it is gone.
British quote-unquote delicacies.
Oh, no, it's back. Oh, that's the costumes. Never mind.
Cause my stomach to inadvertently retch.
Black pudding? I've never had that. What is black pudding?
Wait, go back.
Yeah, listen to Cortana go back.
The Prophet of Regret is planning to activate Halo.
The original waifu.
Light this holy ring, release its cleansing flame, and burn a path into the divine beyond.
Pretty much.
Commander, we've got a problem.
So I hear. But from what I understand, the Prophet will need an object, the Index, to activate the ring. I've located a library similar to the one you found.
Reject 3D, embrace
the
2D.
works the same way. The Index should be inside.
I'll bet the Covenant are thinking the exact same thing.
Yes, sir.
Then we better beat them to it, Sergeant. Extract your men and meet me at the library.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll secure the index tube. You take out the prophet. He's given us all the intel we need.
Blood sausage. If you want
sausage?
to know about interesting
Oh.
dishes, look up blood soup.
Blood soup? Isn't that the Polish thing?
Yes, it's actual soup made from duck blood. It used to be more of a symbolic dish back in the old days when it was served during weddings.
Right.
Basically, you gave that to the groom to take a sippy for good luck.
I have also never had blood sausage or blood soup. Did you hear that?
I did.
What the? I've never heard that death sound effect before.
Creepypasta moment much.
Halo2.exe. I do love meats. I probably would.
Pure speculation, mind you. I'd need to make a thorough survey to be sure.
Greg's mentioned. I will give that food chain one thing: they have some good donuts.
Great. Is that a UK chain?
British.
British. Oh no! Hey, there's enemies there. Wait.
Good job, guys. We got him.
Stay here, Cortana. I'm gonna go for help.
A little backflip he did. More games need to bring back wacky physics after dying.
Oh yeah, Halo's vehicle physics are absolutely unmatched. Even
What is with the weird chanting in this track?
Oh, walk back in here. It's this thing.
Someone's expecting to find a secret here. Oh, we got a weapon instead.
You know, I can't remember if there are any cool out-of-bounds secrets in Halo 2. I know Halo 3 has some, but they're mostly in the multiplayer maps.
Oh, we'll get to that eventually. I know you're looking forward to picking up 3 after we're done with this game.
I don't look forward to ever booting up this. I would rather boot up the Xbox simulator and we just parsec split screen.
The optimal way. I would actually die of laughter if that was superior to playing it than what we're doing it now.
The only downside is I'd have to go back to playing on pad, but... Oh, the Vista port! I forgot about that. I always wanted to play that as a kid, because it had extra maps, I believe, alright? I think we eventually got those with the Halo 2 multiplayer map pack on Xbox, but... I never knew it until many years later, but that was the first expansion pack for a game I had ever bought.
Why Vista? Why Vista of all platforms?
Microsoft owns Halo, and Microsoft is pushing Vista, of course.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore. You know, I'm not a Vista revisionist, but looking back on it, at least it's not, 8.
Listen, man, I will always be an XP stan, deep down. Seven was fine. Like, acceptable follow-up to XP. But 8? Oh boy.
8 was great if you were playing something on a Microsoft tablet or using a Microsoft tablet. For a desktop, I did not like it.
The first thing you do after you install 8 is download one of those
Windows Surface, I forgot about that.
but you pretty much download like old desktop layout simulator, so you can access your tabs easier. Like even to this day, I have classic shell on my setup while using 10.
Really? Like you rocking like a Windows 98 look?
More like XP. Oh boy, we got a massive lead.
I'm dead. Not the flicks.
Go melee or go broke.
Ooh. Get it. Get him.
I think he's a little confused and can't even hit me.
Hey, we take those.
Masterfully done.
The Covenant's getting nosy. I don't want to give away my position, so I'm rerouting a few stragglers back to you.
Okay.
I apologize. These Pelicans are all the support you're gonna get. Understood, ma'am.
That is a sweet looking temple.
Yeah, look at it in HD.
That must be him.
Do you want to desync again? What are you trying to say? There is no HD mode.
Just pop that tab key off.
A gondola is launching from the far tower.
I'm about to end this playthrough with the flip of a switch. Again, even with the passage of time, this still looks pretty darn great.
I can't do it. I used to be able to get 2 melees that really quick. And you can double shot with the BR too, but I don't know how to do it on keyboard.
That muscle memory has worn off.
It sure has. I used to... I actually only played Halo game. Uh-oh. I can't move.
I may have accidentally pressed the tab button.
Oh no. Until yeah, there I went.
Yeah, that was on me.
It's alright, I didn't want that 45 minutes of my life back.
Fuck.
I told you we weren't finishing this today.
Ay, ay, ay. The optimal way of playing Halo, ladies and gentlemen. Putting the Master in Master Chief Collection.
Me personally, I think after 3 we can call it.
This was Regret, wasn't it?
Regret's one word for it, yeah.
Wow, what an appropriate name, huh?
It's alright, you can push us to the next one if you really want to. We were right at the end again. This has been the most miserable gaming experience I've ever had.
More so than Kane and Lynch 2, you would say?
Oh, absolutely, because nobody expects Kane and Lynch to be good. That game was bad in all the right ways.
If anything, I was surprised it had some good parts.
I didn't think anything was going to top Serious Sam 3, but I have been completely proven wrong.
This is your franchise, Frosty. This is what you have to own up to.
This is my franchise ended at Halo 3. I don't play anything after 3.
Well, we're going through 2 now, buddy. Friendly reminder.
Oh yeah, but I also don't play the Master Chief Collection either.
Reject modernity, embrace tradition.
As soon as we get in, I'm gonna go grab a drink. I gotta get some Excedrin. My head is busting in two. But I want to make sure this loads in first. Yeah, we should be good. I'll be right back.
Alright, friend.
Wait, go back.
Go back. At least we know what's coming up, so should go by faster. Dude, he's already dead. Calm down, sheesh.
You know, I think the Forerunners built these new structures around the old to protect them, honor them. Pure speculation, mind you. I'd need to make a thorough survey to be sure.
They just had to make that blood white, huh? Come on. You can do it. Ah, so close. You'll never know. Hehe. This is a weird angle. Like, that leg looks broken. It's either that or Master Chief is doing the craziest spread in his life. Man, this game sure is full of potential liminal spaces. Just take away all the NPCs, get a good screenshot, and there you go. Cool, spacious, empty rooms. That leg sure is stanky. Our boy Bal here to reenact the John Lennon walk. Everybody likes to jiggle. The composer had no business going this hard on the Halo score, which, I believe I've said this already. It doesn't always match what happens on screen, but boy, is it just a good soundtrack on its own.
I'm catching up.
What the fuck? I somehow managed to ride on your head for a couple of seconds.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, you can do that. Oh, you can do that in this game. Halo 2 has it all, man.
By the way, Frosty,
really...
since we talked about character creators a while back, I have actually booted up Code Vein in preparation for the future playthrough, and boy, that character creator is more complex than I imagine.
You know.
I know I don't have to, but trust me, it's for the epic lulz.
Actually, I would recommend you don't do that.
Here's the problem. I don't know any better.
My brother in Christ has an entire Elden Ring in front of him and chooses to play Code Vein.
Not entire, because there is a DLC coming out, so it's not a full product yet.
That is a vastly more full product than literally any other AAA game in the last 10 years. This is why I make fun of you for watching anime, Sean.
What are you talking about? I don't watch anime.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I spent 10 minutes of this stream talking about Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Unless you consider that anime.
Maybe I'm wrong. Did someone not partake in a certain bochi?
Nope.
A very recent.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anime?
No, sir. I have not peeped that, nor Spy Cross Family. No, sir.
Oh, I didn't even know that one. Come on now. You're better than this. Actually, you're playing Code Vein. You're not better than this. What am I doing? Next thing I know, you're going to be streaming Xenoverse 2 or something.
Specifically 2, just skipping past the first one.
No one's playing Xenoverse 1 anymore, man. It's fine.
It still baffles me just how different those two games are when put next to each other.
Are they? I didn't know. I thought they were just the same thing.
I mean, like in terms of aesthetics, because you look at one, it's pretty normal looking characters with giant robots, and then you go into 2, it's like pure waifu bait.
Oh no, I'm talking about the Dragon Ball game, Xenoverse, not Xenoblade.
I genuinely had a brain fart and thought you were gonna say Xenoblade.
I mean, you might go to XC2. I mean, it seems like it might be up your alley. Cosmos is in it, so I mean.
Well, they got me by the balls with that one.
You got to roll gacha for her, though.
Which, you don't have to pay for.
No, but it's
thankfully,
still
but still, I
Same
don't
thing
like
with
that being a
Breath of the
trend.
Wild, or, you know, Tears of the Kingdom.
It's just one step away from being monetized for real.
It's a gateway into gacha.
Yeah, funny how people used to shit on Genshin Impact, but then Nintendo is kind of.
Oh, here we are. We got a Genshin Impact defender. Oh my god.
No. It's fine. I'm just pointing out the irony.
I know you play it. It's alright.
I used to.
Oh, we know.
I used to. I am now an ex-addict.
I'm stuck.
I have forsaken my gacha ways forever. I picked the one that had seemingly the most gameplay to offer. But I am now a reformed man. I have realized the error of my ways, which is exactly why I'm gonna go play Code Vein instead.
I wish I had time.
Next thing I know, I'm gonna like look at Sean's stream tomorrow and he's gonna be playing Star Rail, Honkai Impact, or whatever it's called.
It's the exact same game though.
University? I can't say.
Is it?
Pretty much, I think so. Either way, I don't care enough to even follow that project.
I'm doing my best LA Noir face right now. I make fun of you for the same reason I make fun of Don. I just want you to do better.
You know I can't even begin to be compared to Dine. Like, he is the king of mosaics.
I don't know, man.
You know Dine has that dancing lum gif on standby.
I just watched you fall off. I'll spawn you back.
Załatwię to jeszcze przed obiadem.
Mozaika.
These mosaicas.
I was asked to pronounce mosaic in Polish.
Man, you had that at the ready.
Got another
too.
contact.
You really are mosaics, man, huh?
That's some good shooting, Chief.
I'll have you all know I prefer ceramics.
Let me ask you a question, Sean. Since you're a Code Vein kind of guy.
Oh boy, here we go. I haven't even started playing. He's already making assumptions.
How do you feel about God Eater?
I have actually played the first one. Most of it, and boy, is it like the most boring generic shit ever. Like after a couple of missions, you just have already the entire game laid out in front of you. Even the whole shtick of having wacky weapons does not salvage it.
People play that game for Elisa. I tried to get Klezek to play God Eater with me, and we had one co-op session. He said that is enough, and we never played it again.
Can't blame him. I have not played a game of similar vein, haha, but
Oh, Jesus.
I wouldn't say it's a very good Monster Hunter-like.
Oh, I'm dead. I will say I like it more than Monster Hunter Rise, but that's a very low bar to set.
Cortana, the Covenant's getting nosy. I don't want to give away my position, so I'm rerouting a few stragglers back to you. I apologize. These
Could have sworn there was a
all the support you're gonna get.
sword here.
Understood, ma'am.
Stand there, make sure you don't die, because I want to see if this kills me. This might be a place we can stand. Yeah.
Is that the intended way to go, or?
Absolutely not.
Well,
there are a lot of funny places on this map you can actually get, but the kill barriers are always either too high or too low.
they didn't have to do it, but I appreciate it nonetheless.
You can kill those flying bird things up there too.
A gondola is launching from the far towers. Big surprise. It's full of Covenant reinforcements.
It's the small things.
Truly. Look at this ugly ass moonlight butterflies.
Damn monster!
I should play Dark Souls 1 again, man. It's been a while.
You know what? It actually has been long enough to warrant another playthrough. I don't have the remaster version though. So if you're like fine with going with classic, then by all means.
Oh no, we can't. You can't do classic. They shut those servers down.
Well then, Dark Souls 2 it is. Already skipping to the best one.
Yeah, I don't remember. Honestly, I think they just use like that exploit as an excuse to not have to bring the classic servers back. But yeah, it's all remastered now.
You know damn well they just didn't want to pay for server maintenance.
Absolutely. They were down for a very, very long time too. Like all 3 games were. I was watching old clips of that. I was playing one of those mods for Dark Souls 1. You get to the pinball fight and you beat him, and then like 10 of them spawn. It's hilarious.
Was that just a randomizer mod?
No, it was some kind of hard mode mod. I can't remember what it was called. All the bosses got reworked and stuff. And I think they put in the cut bosses.
Imagine actually making Pinwheel a tough boss.
Oh yeah, I might be the only person who's ever died to Pinwheel in the world.
I'm sorry. Were you trying to kill something?
Randomizer could be fun though. I ruined it. I didn't ruin it. I had fun last time I tried a randomizer, but I randomized all the areas too, so trying to remember what took you where was kind of a hassle. Every load zone just took you to a new place. I'm not sure we can make that jump.
Are we meant to? Or just carry on?
Oh man, sir!
We might just have to kill everything. I think the only thing left is this red elite. Yep. Oh, I'm coming back. Music starting.
And off it goes with no crew.
Also, it's not a huge deal, but if we ever have like our buddies around here, and you get like a power weapon that has like 1 shot or 1 bullet or something left, if you give it to them, they have unlimited ammo.
Ooh.
So it's like, you know, you got like one shell left, 1 rocket or something, they can just use it for forever.
It's not cheats, it's a gameplay feature.
That is actually a feature.
Stupid alien!
Stupid aliens.
Those snipers put the fear of God in me.
Oh, understandable. On Legendary, you don't get a second chance. It's just you're just dead. Honestly, playing through this now on Heroic makes me wonder how I ever finished. I never did it solo, of course. How I ever finished this game on Legendary with my friends. I definitely had to have got carried. And there was a lot of cheesing. It was you sit back until I die, and then you run in. That way you never really game over.
So just like Serious Sam 3.
Actually, that's not a bad comparison.
I mean, not even the 3, just the series period. Especially when you play in higher difficulties and there's just so much shit coming your way that one person is gonna die eventually.
I will say I feel like Legendary Halo is more fair. As much as I enjoyed Serious Sam, I genuinely feel like those higher difficulties are just, there's no way you're gonna beat those without dying.
Oh yeah, at least with 4 you just had so much open space you could use.
Yeah.
The open world really took it to a whole new level.
Oh, I love the open world because there were so many times I managed to get to places I shouldn't have been.
Remember when we started the French map that just looked like the Windows XP background? We spent like a good hour riding from one end to the other.
Motorcycles. I went back to that map after we finished playing that night, and it just goes on and on and on and on. There's got to be some kind of cool hidden Easter egg out there.
That connects these towers to the outlying structures. Looks like we're going down.
Someone just carved a penis on one of the trees.
I put on some George Thorogood and just drove, man. They really should have had him in that section. I'm sure Crow Team could have afforded it.
Knowing George Thorogood, he probably done that for free.
Honestly, you're probably right.
Here, let me help you.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay, don't switch, but look at that water in like the old version. It actually looks really good.
I know, like those waves, they look insane for the tech for the time. Again, we've already peaked that year in terms of water physics.
That's like, as a non-game developer, I appreciate water physics so much. I love good-looking water in games.
Even if you can't swim in it.
Even if you can't swim in it.
I too am a H2O enjoyer.
Oh! There's a fuel rod cannon on my body. You should pick that up. It's pretty good. It's the Covenant's equivalent of a rocket launcher, more or less.
Nice. Somehow, one Marine is still going on with us. The way you're holding out those two pistols, it just looks like Chief is having fun with the Wiimotes.
Oh man, there was a button input you could press on a controller. It was down on the D-pad, and you would like lower your weapon. So you know how like Red versus Blue, they have their weapons lowered? You used to be able to do that. I don't know what it is on the keyboard though.
Apparently, Regret jumped the gun when he attacked Earth. He's asking the other prophets to forgive his premature arrival, arguing that no human presence was foretold. That explains why there were so few ships in his fleet.
On rails underwater section. Very nice.
About his enemy's homeworld.
Hold on, let me plug my pad in and see if we can actually still do it in this version. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me see. Did it work? Is my weapon lowered?
Yep.
Yeah! That's so cool, man.
Interesting to know that there are actually tricks you can do in the pad that make the game a little easier.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool things in this game like that.
You wouldn't think for a shooter that switching to a controller would be the optimal choice.
No, not. Oh, sorry, not one bit. You know what? Let me switch to bumper jumper. I'm gonna try and play on pad again, see how it feels. It's been a long time.
Oh man, look at the lighting in this hallway. It is, chef's kiss.
Bumper jumper. There we go. Oh, the juicy pad controls. I haven't had aim assist in a game in decades. Oh, it feels so weird.
What? No one saw that. I see ya.
Next time I boot on Modern Warfare 2, I might play with pad.
Can't believe we're turning Frosty into a pad warrior.
Hey, to be fair, I started with Ped. Just going back to the classic, my roots.
Next thing you know, he's gonna start playing Doom on pad.
You know, okay, hear me out.
Here we go.
When Doom 2016 first came out, I had a really crappy PC that couldn't run it, so I had to play it on PS4.
I don't know about that, Chief.
I have also played Doom 1 and 2, both on Switch and PS5 or PlayStation. I have Doom 3 on Switch, though I've never played it.
Remember, guys, when Frosty started giving me shit for Code Vein? I think we're being exposed to a greater sin here by comparison.
Fortunately for me, Doom is incomparable to Code Vein, so I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, but on a pad.
What are you playing Code Vein on, keyboard and mouse?
That's not a shooter, though.
Oh, he's moving the goalpost. Hey, you know, if we want to go that hardcore with it, let me ask you a question. When you're playing Doom, do you use mouselet? Or are you playing all keyboard?
I don't miss the old days that much.
Oh no, you can't. I don't blame you. I hate only keyboard. I will not play games with just keyboard.
Oh, I mean, I booted up.
Shooter games, rather. I don't care other games.
When I was setting up for streaming TNT and Plutonium, I booted up the original version first that comes with the collection. Once you buy that on Steam, brother, we have made some advancements since then.
We sure have, man. I gotta get a weapon that's not this plasma pistol. Little out of left field, but do you play or enjoy text adventure games?
Not my kind of alley, usually.
Fair enough.
What were you trying to recommend?
I was gonna ask if you've ever played or messed around with Zork.
I know Zork, but they are very unwieldy, because you have to be super specific with your inputs.
Oh yeah, no doubt about that.
Basically, if you do not follow a predetermined set of prompts, you are not going to have a good time.
That's true.
Playing adventure games with inputs.
As much as I enjoy it, you're totally right.
Like, I'd rather just have a mouse wheel. Which is also not optimal, but hey, at the very least, I already know what I'm working with.
I'm just itching for like a good horror text-based adventure, because there was one in that Buddy Simulator game I played, like a small section of it. Oh my god, it was so good.
Well, not really, but the closest to that format nowadays is World of Horror.
I do like World of Horror, though. It's a very cool game. Actually, it just came out of early access, right? Maybe I should play it again. Were you in the stream when I did Buddy Simulator? Do you know that game's gimmick?
I don't remember. You will have to refresh my memory.
I don't remember.
What is the game about?
I don't actually remember much about it at all, to be honest with you.
Here's Frosty trying to shield a game to me he doesn't even remember.
The worst part of it is, it was a good game. It's one of those I don't want to say quirky little indie horror games, but it was good. I was gonna say if it goes on sale, I think you might like it.
Is it standalone?
What's up?
Is it standalone?
Yes, yes. And it's only about 4 or 5 hours. I beat it in one sitting, and I usually have shorter streams. Granted, that was on my vacation, so it was about 4 hours. About 4 hours.
What do you mean? You are my good friend permanent vacation, as is.
I am.
Living the best life.
Did you get that notification from Twitch just now about affiliate or partner anniversary settings?
Not yet.
I seen it pop up. I
Regrets
don't know. I'll
Carrier
have to
just
check it out
received a
later.
response from High Charity. A very well.
Oh, I should be able to sword file like a pro.
Listen to this. Your haste has jeopardized the fulfillment of our covenant, threatened our grand design.
Let them go.
That you shall be spared a public display of our contempt.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm not taking your weapons.
The betrayal arc
They're
continues.
Right there. They're behind you.
The betrayal arc continues.
Your sword's right there.
Doing truth a favor.
If you don't press the button fast enough, it actually melees. Whoa, why did it reload you?
Good question. Probably because we entered a new zone. There's a weird death scream again.
Evil demon. I like how we're seen as the heretics and demons to these guys when we're just literally just a dude named John.
John Halo.
It's actually just John Halo.
I love grunts. They're so funny. They're just trying to make it to the next day.
Honestly, yeah, dude. Like, that's what's making that sound, by the way, when you were asking earlier. It's these guys. Trying to. There's one. Let's see if I can. Oh, I'm almost dead.
Oh, there I go.
I got you. I got you.
Every member of the Covenant shall walk the path. None will be left behind when our great journey begins. That is the prophet's age-old promise.
Those Covenant fellas sure are religious.
Ay, ay, ay. Man, those needles are so painful.
Doesn't he know what these rings do?
That one was my bad. I'm still playing on pad. I'm getting used to these controls.
That's how he's gonna explain friendly fire from now on.
Halfway true.
The other half is pure malicious intent.
This is my last run, Chief.
Absolutely.
I'm nearly out of fuel. We've secured the first tower cluster, so I'll set down there.
Wow, this
Call when you're ready for
Jekyll
evac.
sure went out in an interesting fashion.
I hope you didn't see that.
I did.
I'm back in full power, baby.
Watch me swoosh
But I
right
lost my
in.
sword.
Do you see this guy? The way he went out?
Oh my gosh, dude. He was just big chill and
Now, see what happens when we stick to the plan? That got him. Sniper down. Let's go. Stay here for
Damn, that was a double kill.
I got you.
Mutually assured destruction.
Oh,
Phew-wee.
I got you.
Them jackals do be jackling.
Just like chicken.
Just like chicken.
Is it canonically confirmed though?
That's a good question. I don't think I want to
Has
find
someone
out.
in the Halo universe tried Covenant meat?
I probably would, honestly.
Master Chief.
An arbiter steak? Medium rare?
Man, I made a juicy T-bone the other day on the grill, man. I was like, thank God for summertime.
You say that as I'm begging for spring to finally rear its head on this side of the world. It just doesn't want to get warm over here.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Is it just cold or is it cold and rainy?
Cold and rainy.
No good, man. Shoutouts to the UK.
Shoutouts to the UK for having the worst weather imaginable. I don't miss actual winter for the most part because I was never like a fan of snow in the first place and obscene cold, but this kind of rain coupled with ice cold wind, it's way easier to catch a cold.
Oh yeah.
It just generally feel like shit.
Is Poland a generally cold country?
It has more stable seasons.
Ah, gotcha.
So summertime it will get hot, wintertime it can get pretty cold and snowy.
Anytime I think of Slavic countries, I just assume it's going to be snowy and cold 24/7. I'm romanticizing it far too much.
Trust me, it's not as great as it sounds. On the spectrum of summer enjoyers versus winter enthusiasts, I'm summer all the way.
I like both. Winter is my favorite season, but I also don't hate summer.
How's it going, you two? So far, so good. We're approaching the main temple now.
So funny. There's a rocket launcher up here if you want it.
I'm as close to the library as I can get. There's some sort of barrier.
Yeah, didn't even notice it.
Way around it. I'll keep you posted.
Don't make them mad.
This gondola gimmick was so good, we have to do it again.
I really, man, I didn't appreciate it much as a kid, but this game has really good music.
It does, as I was saying earlier, not all of it fits what's going on sometimes, but it's just generally a good score.
This was the first video game OST I ever bought as a kid because I wanted the Breaking Benjamin song. I don't even know if that actually plays in the game. I hope it does. Were you a Breaking Benjamin fan?
They've got some good stuff. Silent Hill 1 OST. Good choice.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean, if you're gonna go with video game scores, then Silent Hill is definitely a series that it's got a lot to offer.
I love the sound of half-broken washing machines banging together.
I too love industrial.
Respectfully, I mean that respectfully. I love Silent Hill 1 soundtrack, and I also love industrial music, so I guess I'm gonna say hand in hand. It is a hard genre for people to get into, though. I understand. It's definitely an acquired taste.
This is how Rammstein sounds to everyone else.
You know what? I'm actually not a huge fan of theirs. Me and Sloth were talking about it the other day. The only song I've ever really liked was Du Hast, and every time I heard it was completely involuntary. Somebody else got it on. Are you a Rammstein fan?
Yeah, I like him. Wish they would come around for a concert. Apparently, they're one of those bands that do like massive spectacles for their shows.
Oh yeah.
With lots of fireworks.
I'd probably go see him.
Look at the size of that thing.
Look at the size of that thing.
You just gotta have a wacky companion.
Oh yeah! I forgot. You're not a Borderlands fan, right?
Not particularly.
There's a new character in Postal 2. I can't remember what his name is, but he's voiced by the Claptrap guy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is he a major character?
I don't think so, but
Just a weird cameo.
I'm not sure. It's in that new update, so I haven't seen him yet. I really might just play Postal 2 again.
Man,
it hasn't even been a year since I played it last.
Roddy with Scissors sure is a company.
They are, man.
They make some bizarre choices at times.
What's the company owner's name? Mike J.
Mike J is one of the co-founders.
Co-founders, yeah. That dude's.
The other is Vince.
2 honor guards.
All over this place. Watch your back.
You don't say, Cortana.
Oh man, listen, Bloody Roar, dude. When we played Primal Fury, I think we must have sat and played that game for like 8 straight hours. It was insane. And of course, to no surprise, Dine is a filthy Ginny player who loves bats.
Very Dinks-like behavior.
Very. I love the stupid grunt sounds, man. Uh-oh.
Remove this vermin from my sight.
Gods, remove this vermin. Hey, watch me go over there.
Watch me swoosh right in. So are you just murdering the Prophet now?
That's the plan.
Competent. I'll kill it myself.
Oh man, the best part about being on pad is how I can actually sword lunge again.
I was not expecting the death laser.
Where is he? Ah! This is a part that really could have used a nice theme.
Yeah, like a good boss theme. It's very strange how at some sections you'll have epic music playing when there's not a whole lot going on.
Right.
And then they got like an actual story important sequence, and it's like, enjoy the sounds of gunfire instead.
Another enemy.
The great journey will not be postponed.
There's the target. Take him out.
There's the target. Take him out. Oh! Get off me!
Guards, remove this vermin from my sight.
Oh, I might be dead. I'm good.
good old Heim behind the pillar. Strat. Look at my man coming in hot with the air dashes.
Dude, I mean, like, honestly, people always want to talk about, oh, I love movement in shooters. Play Halo 2. Actually play Halo 2. Yeah, it's technically a glitch, but combos in fighting games started out as a glitch too.
You call that a glitch? I call it an improvement. Oh, you also kicked the bucket?
I did. I got blindsided by two honor guards.
Funny how we managed to blaze through the heretic boss encounter with ease, but this is giving us a little bit of trouble.
It's those honor guards, man.
Well,
you know, it's my... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Just the fact that he has minions.
Yeah.
It's making this tricky.
Massive death beam.
Yeah, I'll say.
It's definitely my inner edgelord coming out, but I think the name Regret is just so cool for like a not emotion. Oh god.
You know, 14-year-old me will probably agree with you.
I never got out of the phase. I just learned to suppress it like a normal person.
It's okay, Frosty. We know you love Shadow the Hedgehog. It's your favorite video game of all time.
If I was a Sonic fan, I probably would have loved Shadow. As much as I liked Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, I just never got into it enough to be...
I'm gonna have to be at odds with you because I hate those two games. I just do not like the game flow. I prefer classic Sonic.
Oh yeah, now we're enemies. I think those were the two that killed me. If you walk in that room, I can probably respawn that you opened behind you. Oh, I'm back.
There we go.
Demon must die. The demon must die.
Oh.
Oh! His voice actor is so good, dude. I just think it's funny that you can hijack his ride. Oh! There's honor guards behind us, and I got beamed by the beam.
Jesus, that was like 3 of them. Just...
Yeah, it's tough.
Copying my case. How do you wanna do this? Maybe we gotta just focus down on him instead.
Maybe.
There's the target. Take him out.
You're very insistent on venting, demon.
What a Karen, dude. He gets hit once. Guards! Guards!
Protect me! Ow, ow, ow.
The great journey will not be postponed.
Oh, you bastard.
I got you. Oh, did that bring you back?
Now it did. Good thing too, because at least I have.
Human filth! You be foul.
Holy smokes.
It will not respawn me. There we go.
By the prophet.
Surely better than that. You shall do what to interrupt my sermon.
I was trying to hop on the ride.
Oh! Oh!
Are you down?
Oh, I got hit by the big beam. I'm good though. I'm alive. I'm alive. Oh, I don't like all those here. Yeah, they got me. They got me.
As long as one of us chills here by the starting point.
We should be alright. Are we clear? Nope. Did he stick me? No. We got 2 honor guards coming up. I got 1.
Phew-wee. They just keep on cracking.
He's like right outside. I'm back. He's right outside the door. The regret is.
There we go.
Nice. Oh, did you kill
This
him?
alien scum.
Yeah, he's down.
Bad news. The Phantoms are turning around. The fleet is preparing to fire on our position. We need to get out of here.
We just killed an important religious figure. I'm sure this won't have any repercussions.
No, we better dip out of here.
Can't believe Master Chief drowned. Roll credits.
This is not your grave. But you are welcome in it.
There he goes. Secret icon.
I'm gonna grab some pizza. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Let's go let the cutscene play in the meantime. High charity. Hey, do we get to play as the boy again?
Okay.
This is unprecedented. Unacceptable.
A hierarch is dead, Commander.
His murderer was within our grasp. If you had not withdrawn our phantoms...
Are you questioning my decision?
No, Holy One. I only wish to express my concern that the brutes...
Recommissioning the Guard was a radical step. But recent events have made it abundantly clear that the elites can no longer guarantee our safety.
I shall relay your decision to the council.
Politics, how tiresome. Do you know, Arbiter, the elites have threatened to resign, to quit the High Council, because of this exchange of hats?
We have always been your protectors.
These are trying times for all of us.
Even as the humans' annihilation filled us with satisfaction, the loss of one of the sacred rings racked our hearts with grief.
Putting aside our sorrow, we renewed our faith in the prophecy that other rings would be found, and see how our faith has been rewarded.
Halo, its divine wind will rush through the stars, propelling all who are worthy along the path to salvation.
Halo is not a construct, it's an idea.
For ages we searched for one who might unlock the secrets of the ring. An oracle. And with your help we found it.
With appropriate humility, we plied the oracle with questions, and it, with clarity and grace, had shown us...
You really want to trust this cube, of all things?
To the surface of the ring and retrieve this sacred icon.
Don't worry about it.
We shall fulfill our promise.
Salvation for all.
And begin the great journey.
This will be the savior of our covenant, this funny companion cube from Portal.
I wish to keep the hierarchs waiting. The human that killed the prophet of regret. Who was it? The demon is here? Why? Retrieving the icon is my only concern.
We are totally gonna have a showdown. Gotta say though, Demon is a pretty badass moniker from Master Chief.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll pick you up when you finish.
Ooh, damn. Shit went down. Oh, this is some good ambience playing right now.
Uh-oh.
Why are you shooting the hologram little guy? Ooh. That's why. I was not able to follow you downstairs.
Oh, wait, really?
Yet close too soon.
Uh-oh. Maybe if I hit a checkpoint. I'm trying.
Alternatively, I could just throw myself off. Geronimo.
Did it spawn you back?
No, it says you're in combat, which you surely are. There we go.
Okay.
This is vaguely horror-like. I sure hope the flood doesn't come back.
about the flood.
Well, now that you've put it that way, I'm totally going to worry about the flood.
No, they're fine.
Many flight routes have fallen attempting to take it down. Let's see if you fare better.
It's electronic music trying to start up.
The early 2000s electronic hit different.
It did, man.
Bring back the beeps and boops.
Please. Like 90s dance and 90s house music is like peak electronic.
Overload the locks holding it in place.
There's our dead brute comrade down there.
Especially when their shields are up.
Excuse me.
Combat is probably a stretch.
Then strike the beast when it's back in turn.
They seem to have a very bitter rivalry going on.
Vanessa, here's your reminder. Take medicine. Vanessa, here's your reminder. Take medicine.
Does this thing have a weak point you're supposed to target?
No, as long as you're just not hitting the front, it won't take any damage. It's a lot more interesting whenever you're solo because you have to like use your camo and stuff, so he doesn't always follow you. But since he can't watch us both at once, it's not really much of anything.
Once more, Arbiter. Release the power source. Now, find a way to remove it from its crater.
I'm out of ammo for everything.
More cool light particles.
See ya.
In my defense, it does look like something you meant to traverse. I'm sure you fell for it the first time too. Get it? Fell for it?
Oh, enough.
Man, they really just went back, looked at the library, and thought to themselves, we can do better than this.
Oh, 100%.
Something about the Arbiter using a human assault rifle I just find funny. The demons are evil, but at the end of the day, a weapon is a weapon.
That's for sure. Oh no 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 no! Ooh. I need a weapon.
You're one lucky son of a gun.
Oh, you respawn, nice.
Not for long.
Oh no!
Shit. Ooh, that's rough.
Oh yeah.
Fortunately, you don't get much weaponry to start off with.
The library is clear. Pick you up on the ledge ahead. Left in machine. Make your own way through the wall, Arbiter.
Ooh, hang on. This is good.
Oh.
Come on. There we go. No.
I'm gonna try and get you back.
Phew. Thankfully that worked out. So anyway, started blasting.
Whoops. Excuse me.
Yo, let's go, Arbiter packing heat.
Two coming down on you.
At least these zombies constantly drop ammo, which is nice. Are we supposed to be doing something here or just survive?
We just have to survive until this door over here opens.
Załatwię to jeszcze przed obiadem.
Frosty, I don't know what you were expecting, Dine, from username.
Is Frosty with a Y not anything different, or is it still just Frosty?
It will be with a Y.
Oh, okay, okay. What would it be with a Y? Oh, uh-oh! Oh, you can go through that big door to your, like, there you go. To your left here, that's where we're gonna go. This brother was still fighting in the other place. I wanna go get my guns back. I hope they're not gone.
Yeah, no kidding. Frosty?
What's up?
Why does this look like the library all over?
You know, it's really not important.
Oh no.
The important thing is that we get through it
as
quick as we can. Don't think about it. The less you think about it, the better it is.
Proceed to the objective. We'll hold out as long as we can. Get her off me! Suppressive fire! Suppressive fire!
They really thought people like that segment this much, huh?
Don't worry about it. I mean, you know...
It sure as heck, out of all memorable parts of Halo Combat Evolved, needed a comeback.
As I said, don't worry.
Christ on the cross. That zombie just flat out refused to die. Grab this, and then SMG. Your shotgun? I'm game. Now we're talking.
Oh, she's squid? I'm game.
Have you ever watched that show?
I love Squid Game.
Me too. I'm actually kinda hyped for a season 2.
Oh, there isn't gonna be a season 2. No memes. Did you not see they're just doing a remake of it instead? I swear. It's an American remake.
Really? Like, did they straight out confirm?
Yeah.
Well, it was good for what it was worth then.
Yeah.
I thought we were long past the trend of Americanizing foreign properties. Guess not, huh?
Okay, well, I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't fully confirmed. I had to double check. Netflix wants David Fincher to direct an American Squid Game remake, and when Netflix wants something, I mean, it happens.
Regardless, I think it's safe to say that Squid Game is dead.
Oh yeah, but I'm glad he got his money.
Yeah, at least it had one good season.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked more, but I get, you know, it had a good ending, so I'm not too upset about it.
I would have liked it better if he just straight went to see his daughter, but, you know, for the sake of the narrative.
Right. I am dead, by the way. I don't know if you know. It's not respawning me, and I don't see anything around you.
Well, there's these little fellas.
Ah. There we go.
That was a pretty interesting time when the Squid Game gained a boost in the popularity, because within the same time frame, Korean shows in general were on the rise.
Yeah.
Remember that horror movie you watched based on a haunted location IRL?
Oh yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah. I was
don't
actually
remember the name. I think
pretty
it was called Silent or something.
pleasantly surprised by it.
That was the one where they were like live streaming it too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To make it
cool
quote unquote relatable.
The worst part is I could see like YouTubers doing that.
Don't enter this house at 3 AM challenge.
Drink this potion at 3 AM, you become the imposter.
Okay, if it feeds the algorithm, it's working.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially the YouTube algorithms, since nobody really knows how it works. At least with Twitter algorithm, now we know. We know everything.
See, that one is interesting, Diane, because my username comes after the robot from Robot Wars, but it is also an actual medical term, which I would have to look up and double check what it means in Polish.
Oh!
Because I'll be real with you, brother, off the top of my head, I do not remember how it translates.
God, he's been in the UK so long he forgot his native tongue.
Sometimes
It's okay, brother. Eat your
I don't
beans.
really think you're my friend.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Oh, UK jokes are just easy, man.
I know. I mean, I cracked them too on the daily, so...
It's alright, you exist solely to take their money.
And make fun of them.
They can't win.
Exactly. Hey man, if they don't want to do manual labor jobs, I am gonna come in and fill that niche.
It's not very posh. Not prim and proper.
Listen man, they're just like the little conferences, talking about nothing, sitting 8 hours a day in front of a computer.
The definition of this could have been an email. I really don't know where to go. I feel like we killed all the important things. Oh, it's the spawners up top.
There you go.
There we go.
Checkpoint hit.
So it's a little early. Shunt, I don't know if you partake in the spirit of Halloween or Halloween parties, but what are you going to be as this year?
I don't really partake because usually that just falls during work days, so don't really have the time to get engaged. But I do appreciate Halloween for what it is. At the very least, I try to keep the tradition of watching like a good horror flick.
Right.
To celebrate. I assume you already have a gameplay for this year.
I don't know yet. I'm thinking. I can't even think of his name. It's been so long. What's the Terrorizer clown's name?
Art.
Art. Yeah, I'm thinking Art, or maybe go classic. Get the Patrick Bateman with the smock, the raincoat.
That would definitely be easier to pull off.
Oh yeah. I'm not a fan of face paint, but at the same time, everybody that goes to our regulars at the Halloween party love Terrorizers, so it would totally be a hit.
For good reason. It's a good duology.
Oh yeah. I hope. Oh, he's supposed to be making an appearance in some other movie too.
Good. The more, the better. Now that is a villain that deserves the exposure he gets.
That's true. I hope we get a third one, and I hope it's
a little less story heavy.
Yeah. just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot.
The framework was decent, but we got a little too invested in the human arc, so to say.
It's like a Godzilla movie. I'm not here for the humans.
Exactly. See, weirdly enough, it works for the Sonic movies, but that's just because it's written into it inherently.
Right.
It's kind of what pushes the plot of those movies onward, so I don't mind that. But here, come on, you're in Terrifier just to watch the funny mime clown slaughter people in cool fashion.
I couldn't even really tell you anything about the human side of that story, besides the fact that it makes no sense that she just became a Valkyrie out of nowhere.
Yeah. With the power of Dad's magical design that she cherished.
And you know, you can argue the fact that Art's existence makes no sense, and it doesn't. But nobody expects the villain to make sense in a horror movie.
It's kind of like a Nightmare on Elm Street moment where Freddy Krueger shouldn't really exist in the first place.
Right. That's true.
Because literally the canonical explanation for why he's able to haunt people's dreams is because he strikes a deal with the devil.
But at the same time, he's so quirky. It's just completely fine. To me, anyway. I love
Exactly.
Freddy.
Me too.
And I like how they finally... I think Dream Warriors is a really good way to handle it, because like everything they do is totally fine, because they're in a dream. Who cares?
Yep, that one is inherently just written to accommodate their wacky shenanigans. I'm telling you, man, that cockroach scene still lives on rent-free in my head.
No, that's understandable.
That really fucked me up. Whenever I even pull it off as a clip, I just inherently wince.
It's very, very understandable.
Bro, the way that body deforms and she starts making those weird noises. Ugh.
It's gross.
It's some Cronenberg shit.
That's a good way to put it. It very, very well is.
I need to watch Scanners one of these days. That's one of like the big...
Oh, Scanners is awesome.
Cronenberg flicks that I've missed out on.
I'm sure you've seen like the infamous scene, right? With the explosion?
Yeah, I mean...
Oh yeah.
It's what the movie is known for.
Yeah. I hope we have a good year for horror this year.
From what I've heard, the new Evil Dead is decent. I think it's got good reviews.
Really like it, but that's why I love them. They're my best friends in the whole world, but I do not trust them when it comes to horror movies.
I think I'll keep it at some point, but just treat it as a spin-off.
That's fair. I definitely didn't have any interest in going to watch it in the theaters. I don't know. I didn't like the. Did you watch the remake that came out like 2013 or something like that?
No, I think that's like the one Evil Dead piece of media that I skipped out on.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But I had to pretend I did because I remember very vividly. I took a girl I was really into out on a date for that. And she really liked it, so I had to pretend that I did too. It was horrible.
It's okay, Frosty. We do some unspeakable things out of love.
It's true.
That's how I got to watch Sing 2, and at the time, I was fine with it. But looking back on it boy.
What a movie, right?
Yeah. I think I went like a good check of Marvel superhero catalog. Just because my first ex was really into those flicks.
Hey man, at least you had a reason to watch them. I just went with friends to watch. I mean, I did used to really like the Marvel movies because they started out strong. They really did, and then
you know what?
Oversaturation.
I got to peep Endgame, and that was a pretty good experience in the theater.
It was. I'll definitely say that. Like, it makes me wish I was a little more of a comic fan because people were getting so hyped. And I'm like, this is cool, but people were freaking out. I did like that movie. I think anything after Endgame I disliked except for Multiverse of Madness, and that's purely because of Sam Raimi.
Absolutely. And the Bruce Campbell cameo.
Oh yeah.
How could you not?
It was so funny to see like Marvel fans on Twitter. I don't know why people were making such a big deal about that cameo. It wasn't funny. Literal
and it's like,
walking nerd emojis.
Guys, have you forgotten the part where Sam Raimi directed Spider-Man movies?
Yeah. The best Spider-Man movies, I would say. Pure bias. I really do like those movies, even Spider-Man 3. What do they call? What does everybody call evil Peter Parker in that movie?
Which one?
In 3, whenever he's getting taken over, and he does the dance scene and stuff. There's a move. There's a word for it.
I don't remember.
Something McGuire they call him. Bully McGuire. Yeah, dude. I'm so glad the internet finally turned around on that and realized how funny it is. Did you watch No Way Home?
No. Again, when it comes to Marvel and DC, I've already burned out my capacity.
That's fair.
Besides Endgame, what did I enjoy? Like, what can I honestly say I enjoy peeping? Because most of it is fine, but just so predictable and by the books that they start to blend together after a while.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I will give Deadpool credit where it's due. At least it knows what it is.
I didn't watch Deadpool. I'm not a huge Deadpool guy, so I didn't watch the movie, but I did hear good things.
I think a bad turnaround for superhero flicks in general was, and mind you, I think the Dark Knight trilogy is good, but that's definitely what kickstarted this whole trend of everything has to be gritty, realistic, and not over the top as you'd expect.
Yeah. I actually didn't like that trilogy. I only like Bane. Not a huge fan of Heath Ledger's Joker. I catch a lot of flack for that opinion, but I just wasn't. This wasn't me.
Funny enough, I did have that convo on a job recently where we were just kind of going through movies and people started to bring up favorite Joker interpretations, and I'm like, Jack Nicholson all the way.
Yep, I agree tenfold.
Although, for what it's worth, Joaquin Phoenix was a good Joker. But That's to be expected given the tonal feel of that movie.
Yeah, that is for sure.
Well, meowdy, partner.
Y'all should have never let me have a sword back. Oh!
That's the other celebrity I brought up in the context of animated Joker.
I've never actually seen any of the Batman animations. I've heard Mark Hamill's voiceover though, it's really good. I mean, no, it's Mark Hamill, man. I don't think he's ever done bad. Oh! That one hit killed me. I'm behind you too.
Cesaro Romero. Is that the classic Joker? From way back in the day, or am I thinking of someone else?
Got one on your tail. There you go.
Oh boy, the Adam West area. That was age for superhero properties, alright. That's roughly where that really wacky old school Spider-Man cartoon aired, where Peter Parker was an incompetent goofball. And to this day it's memed on.
Oh, is that the one where they're pointing at each other?
Exactly.
Ah, okay, okay. I'm not too familiar with animated shows really in general.
If you ever want to partake, then the 90s Marvel animated shows are really good. Those used to air on Fox Kids when I was growing up, and I pretty much just religiously went through all of them.
There we go.
And yeah, 90s Batman is also real damn good. Superman, I remember catching a few episodes and it seemed pretty decent. My favorite of the Marvel bunch were definitely Spider-Man. What else? Silver Surfer, I think, cut prematurely, but it had some pretty cool episodes.
A sacred icon critical to the great journey. I must fight.
Oh yeah, the Hulk too.
We shall cut into the heart of this infestation, retrieve the icon.
I don't think I watched any superhero cartoons. No, I'm trying to think. I watched the old Justice League, I think it is, with the Legion of Doom. I really like that show. That was an excellent show. Justice Friends, that's what it is. Justice Friends. I love it. I don't know if that's actually a DC or a Marvel thing, but I love that show. I could only catch it at like really late at night. It was DC. Okay, okay. I love that. Sean, did you load in?
Yep, I'm here. Right behind you.
We need their heavy guns. Onward to the sacred icon.
I don't see you.
Really? I'm right here, partner.
Oh, there you are. Oh my god. Can't be playing with my emotions in this game. Watch this. Come here. On my back. It's itchy. Okay. Am I crazy, or did Harvey Birdman used to be a superhero?
He did.
Okay.
Birdman was an actual show, just like Space Ghost, before Coast to Coast became like massively popular.
I don't think I watched a lot of Birdman, but I remember seeing it like in between commercials when I would watch Justice Friends. But I can never remember if that was him or something else.
The original Space Ghost is pretty fun to watch.
Honestly, I don't think until now I knew Space Ghost was ever a superhero. But God, Coast to Coast is probably one of the greatest shows
Legendary.
of all time, I would say.
Absolutely legendary.
I think I would like it so much more now as an adult. Like, as a kid, obviously I liked it, but a lot of the stuff probably went over my head. I really should rewatch it. My own teammate hit me with the ghost!
The thing about Coast to Coast is it dealt with a lot of adult themes. But when you watch it as a kid, you can just kind of appreciate it on the surface level.
Yeah.
Hey, my favorite cartoon characters get their own talk show with famous celebrities.
I'm gonna make or break our friendship here. Did you like the Brack Show?
I don't think I've peeped it much.
I hate it. Still hate it. I do like Hanna-Barbera IPs though. Actually, Soul. Oh, I don't think there's one Hanna-Barbera IP that I dislike.
There's a lot of obscure ones, but none that I could say are inherently bad. That being said, I definitely grew up on a lot of Flintstones and Jetsons.
Oh man!
Not to mention classic Scooby-Doo.
Flintstones and Jetsons. Who's winning? Who's better?
I think the Flintstones, just because it had more commentary. That it's just like with Space Ghost Coast to Coast. Once you grow up and look into the writing, you will see some adult themes, some of which couldn't swing in these times that we live in.
It's true, and I'm happy to say both you and Golden made the correct choice. I also like Flintstones more too.
There was recently one clip of the Flintstones I saw where Wilma is crying and Fred is just trying to pipe her down. He's like, "No, Wilma, the neighbors will think I'm beating you."
I do too, Golden. I think they are peak as is new customary to say. There's a warthog over here with enemies in it.
And just like Marines, they don't know how to drive it.
Ah! I don't think I found Jetsons all that funny either. I did like it, but I don't remember like laughing at it all that much.
The parasite controls our vehicles. No matter, you will die all the same.
The Great Gazoo. I forgot about that. Or maybe I'm not even thinking of the right guy. Is he the green? He had the green helmet?
Yeah, he's like the alien that's stuck on Earth.
Okay. That's it. Yeah, that was a great one. Man, I forgot about that. That's an awoken memory.
One of the charms of watching the Flintstones is just seeing all of this quote-unquote retro technology trying to make do in an era without electricity.
Did you guys like the Flintstones live action movie?
Ooh, that's something I haven't peeped in a long time.
I haven't either, but I did enjoy it as a kid. Yeah, me too.
As a kid, I probably liked it.
Oh! I'm dead. That's fair. Honestly, my best memories I have with it are sitting in my childhood best friend's living room watching the movie. So maybe I don't actually like the movie as much as I think I did. Just had good memories with
There's a warthog here that's just kind of leaning against the
My
wall.
sword.
Yeah, there we go.
I need help down here, brother.
I'm
out
coming.
of ammo. All I have is a sword, and it is definitely not enough for this.
No shit, is it just rare? That game?
I didn't even know there was a game. I know there was the
Hop
Super
on,
Nintendo
brother.
one. Oh! I'm trying. Ah! I'm dead.
Yo, we got a tank? Let me in.
Nice. I think we take that ghost out immediately. I'm back.
Come on, Frosty. We're taking them down in a dogfight.
Oh, nice. No, 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 no. I'm in the wrong seat. That's okay.
We can still make it.
All right, let's go. Oh, I thought he was going off the edge. I'm almost dead. Ah. They have so much health.
Yeah, no kidding.
It spawns me right in front of them. How cool.
I've definitely seen that movie, I just don't remember very much of it.
There's no reason this Warthog should have been 3 times over blown up.
Funny how they could take down a tank. And yet
The
there's...
game is trying.
Well... a bit overkill, but... with all the grief they caused...
There's a sword over here if you want it.
If we can have fun with the Jeep, no one can.
Nope. That is correct.
How many more missions do we have in this one? Do you recall?
Oh, we got about 5 more missions. Halo 2 is pretty lengthy.
Oh, probably gonna have to save that for another time then. How much more time do you have on your hands, you think?
I got about 20-30 more minutes because I gotta go pick up our groceries.
Gotcha. So, just about enough to finish this mission, I reckon.
Yeah, we can definitely finish. And I can be a little late. It's no big deal. I just don't want to keep them waiting too long.
Right.
Ah! Man, I had some of that frozen pizza I made earlier. Delicious.
Frozen pizza has no business being this tasty, and yet... you get the right brand and it's a whole different world of flavor.
It's true.
Do you prefer regular or deep dish?
If it's done right, deep dish, absolutely. But I feel like not a lot of people do it as good as it should be. But
At one time, there was one deep dish pizza I bought, which was like free cheese. And brother, when I opened it, it was just a messy blob creature.
Was it at least good?
I couldn't even make it because it immediately rolled into a ball.
Oh my god, that bad, huh?
Yeah, it was like... I don't know, I don't think they even cooked it in the first place.
What a shame.
He was a good man. With a rotten way to die.
Was Deus Ex the first game you streamed, or am I wrong in thinking?
It
I
was.
just killed myself.
Not a bad opening act.
No, good old dude sex. That will always make me laugh when people call it dude sex. Oh! That killed me! What happened? Well, I'm sorry. I'm glad I got that clip saved.
That, my friend, was video game physics at work.
It's one of these little, like, Covenant, like, drop pod things. An explosion hit it in the right way and it went flying and killed me. Those can kill you when they fall on you too. They got me a few minutes ago.
Speaking of Deus Ex, I am contemplating streaming the sequel, which I know gets a lot of flack, and is universally considered to be one of the worst, but...
You can skip the Human Revolution, it's okay.
Well, yeah, but then I could tell you to skip Blood 2.
Yeah, but at least Blood 2 is funny bad, right?
I don't know about that, Chief.
I don't know. I think it's funny bad just on the presence of how serious it tries to take Blood story, which is not serious at all.
I'm sending you a squad of my most experienced warriors, Arbiter. Do not squander their talent.
I still laugh every time I think of that voice clip of Stephen Way going, "Oh, Ophelia!" Oh, I don't want to. Man, never mind. That might be. Do you follow Dave Oshry on Twitter?
I do.
Can you believe Stephen White's coming back in the Medieval DLC? I think we talked about this, but can you believe that?
I can.
I am so excited.
That man is actually on good terms with the New Blood guys. Lumut Dev had him on board.
That's so cool, man. As he should be, by the way. I think he's a fantastic voice actor, but I really think him and like Civi are the reason that people really know who he is nowadays still. Because not to say a lot of these games don't stand up on their own, because they absolutely do, but New Blood really blew up overnight, and Civi really kind of felt like he blew up overnight too, and just brought a lot of these games to people who otherwise wouldn't have done.
It's true, and I'm grateful for it because boomer shooters deserve the attention they're getting.
Honestly, it's true, and it really surprises me because I found Civi around the time we started doing Pro Doom 1. I was like, oh man, this is a cool little channel. I hope he keeps it up. And then I look at it now, I'm like, holy crap, dude, he's huge. Like, it's hard to, unless you're like GameSack or something, it's really hard to garner an audience playing old games anymore.
If it weren't for those guys, I think the mainstream would have still only recognized Doom, Wolfenstein, maybe Quake to an extent.
It's very possible.
Blood would definitely not have the attention it gets nowadays.
No. And it makes me wonder if by proxy, like if the resurgence never took off the way it did, would Night Dive have remastered as many games as they did?
That also had an impact for sure.
which, despite how I feel about Night Dive overall as a company, and my only real complaint is I only half blame them for Blade Runner because no source code, what can you do? But
Stevie actually made
a
Unreal video a long time ago.
Hmm?
I'm talking to Golden because he mentioned Unreal and he covered the first game in the recent episode.
I wasn't a huge Tribes guy, but I absolutely love Unreal. As much as I love Unreal, me and Chunt were talking about Unreal just a little earlier, actually. Epic is going to make sure absolutely nothing happens with that IP ever again.
Oh yeah, they made it abundantly clear by now that they do not particularly care about their past IPs.
Nope. The fact that they took them off Steam, and they were like, we're putting Unreal Tournament 3 back, it's going to be this big thing, and it never happened. Yeah. Which is really unfortunate, but... Well, if there's no legal way to buy it, you know what to do.
Exactly. Just like with Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne. You do not have to buy Reforged.
Oh! I don't know, I don't think anybody's ever talked about Marathon except for me and now you. I love Marathon though. Shame the online is kind of bought. I mean, whatever. It's a free fan game thing. What can you do?
Yeah, but I'm glad you brought it to my attention because I had no idea that. For one, it existed, and number two, it was that old.
I played Marathon for the first time on Xbox 360. They ported Marathon Durandal to the Xbox Live Arcade, and I was like, "Whoa, this is the precursor to Halo. How cool is that?" And I really enjoyed it.
I'm not familiar with No One Lives Forever.
I am not either. Sounds like a James Bond movie.
I was gonna say.
I think me and you have talked about it, Sean. But have you played Killing Time or are familiar with it?
I'm familiar with it.
Love that game. Unfortunately, there are no good ways to play it on modern hardware.
Remind me, that one used to be a Jaguar game, right?
I do believe it was, and it has a Steam port, but it's not. I mean, it's okay. It takes a bunch of mods to get it running, and even then, it feels like it's going to fall apart at any given moment. We would love to see a new port of that, but it was a spy fiction FPS.
Wait,
yeah,
is that relatively new? Like, did it present itself as a love letter to GoldenEye? What happened?
Okay.
Oh, I know what happened. I accidentally pressed tab again.
No one lives forever.
I might be thinking of a different game.
Yeah, I am not familiar with these games.
Second game came out 2002. Yeah, so it is a different project altogether.
I don't have a gun. There we go.
We should probably leave. Oh, we can't, can we?
Yeah, we can come in here.
I'm sending you a squad of my most experienced warriors, officer. Do not squander their talent.
Oh, is it also a build engine game? Oh man, I don't know if it's a spicy hot take or a lukewarm take, but I don't actually like the build engine all that much. I love Blood and Shadow Warrior.
Wait, it's from Monolith Productions? Why didn't I hear about it then? It's weird.
God, I miss your Fear playthrough, man. I'd give anything to see that one more time for the first time.
Well, as far as Fear is concerned, we're pretty much done with that unless I manage to get some unfortunate soul to play free with me.
I thought you had somebody to play with.
I do, we just need to arrange it.
Yes.
Due to work schedules.
I like Fear way too much to ever touch it again. I do not know if the ports were good or not. I'm sure the Saturn one probably was okay, but the PS1 one, well, actually PS1 was probably fine too.
Didn't even know that game had that many ports to begin with.
It's a really neat game conceptually. I have only been able to play like a couple hours of it, so I've never beaten it or got particularly far into it. I just love the goofy actors they have for the FMVs and how they just kind of superimpose them over the game.
I definitely want to try streaming Realms of the Holding for the exact same reason. It's a weird mix of first-person shooter and exploration with a lot of FMV cutscenes.
Are you still gonna do Undying?
I mean,
that's all you, man. I think the game's horrible and I'm never playing it again.
Once again, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet for a compadre here.
Once again, you still owe me the end of Minecraft Dungeons. Excuse me?
You know, guys, at this point, I have taken more gunshots to the chest than 50 Cent has ever in his lifetime.
Talk about taking the bullets, but wouldn't even finish the game we started co-oping! Co-oping! Not single playing! Co-oping!
You and I both know that Final Boss was horrible, and it tested my patience to its limits.
You left me to die.
Hey man, I had work in the morning. I could not
That's
go
fine.
on any longer.
We could have played the next day. I'll remember that. I was quite literally Left 4 Dead. But yeah, I agree. I'm pretty indifferent on the build engine. I don't know, man. I love when I open doors.
For me, it depends. I think Iron Fury, which we also covered earlier in the stream, that is a prime example of build engine done right.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gotten better, that's for sure. I gotta finish that game. I got kind of burnt out on it and never finished it. Whoa!
If you want to try nicking this tank, assuming it's possible.
Got a ghost coming behind you too. I tried to kill him. It is.
Whoa.
It is.
Whoa! Why did it jump like that?
No, it's all.
You might be thinking of Sulaco Golden.
Oh god, I can't wait for Sulaco.
I still cannot believe that it's on GZ Doom. A game that looks more like a homage to Fear, if anything.
Which Gun comes out next month too.
We're generally eating pretty damn good as far as shooters go.
We really, really are.
Just these couple of years. Someone's gotta do it.
yeah, I guess so.
We're doing it so you fine people at home do not have to.
I just can't believe after all these years we've been co-oping games, we've never done Doom.
It's never too late.
It don't even have to be a fancy one. Like it could just be the base game. I don't care.
Never too late, my friend.
Oh my God, I'm dead. I can pass that for you. Let me pull up the. Let me pull up the Steam page for you. Yeah, I do a gameplay every year. Maybe whenever you're down for it, I just do a co-op this year.
Sounds good to me, partner.
Which Doom? Oh man, Doom 1 co-op. I feel like that's one we would honestly probably knock out in like one stream, maybe two. Game's not that long as it is. That's the only thing that sucks about. I love Doom, but man, they did not balance that for co-op.
Well, it was never really built with multiplayer in mind.
That's true too. Yeah, it's more of a deathmatch game, I reckon. I miss when the. Are you in the Romero server?
I am.
I miss when we would do co-op or not co-op, but TDM nights in there. There we go. The SRB2 co-op run. That should be that should probably be you and Sean. I'm not much of a SRB2 feller. Whoa!
These skips can be really jarring.
Whoa! You pulled me back! This is the way we came.
Oh.
I think. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, this is definitely the way. Those textures must take some time, huh?
How big are they?
Oh god, the flood's down there. Oh, you killed that thing and it crushed me. That's what it was.
Physics, man.
You can't help it. It's not like you've betrayed me many times over in this in media playthroughs.
Not a single time.
So I'm gonna get us a month of Game Pass. I think we should run Minecraft Dungeons back. What do you say, pal?
Maybe on a good night.
Unfortunately, I actually can't do Game Pass anymore. My Windows 10 updated it's been about 6 months ago, and but I've tried so hard to fix my Xbox app, and it won't work. Subsequent updates have not fixed it. Restoring old points has not fixed it. It just does not seem to work.
You know what? It's for the best.
It's kind of for the best, but I really wish I had Game Pass still, because I think it's a good service. But
we can consider this a closed book. It was fun while it lasted, but
it's gonna be the textbook's example that comes up every time. Every time. The whole time you're playing Undying, I'm just gonna be constantly in the back of your mind reminding you about Minecraft.
You gotta do it, Sean. This is your punishment. This is your personal circle of hell.
I hope you like that game, though, man. It just was not for me.
I almost feel obligated just because I adore Clive Barker as a creator. But it does look rough.
It's, yeah, you can tell it was a project first and a game later.
Ooh, well, this is gonna be a stinky section. Whenever there's a lot of flood to deal with, things get pretty sticky.
Oh yeah. I know you weren't particularly a big fan, but have you been keeping up with the fish tank thing on online?
Not really. Did anything interesting happen?
There's been some funny stuff. I just think it's funny. One of the dudes, like, when they do their like live tweets, he's just always in his bed reading Halo: The Fall of Reach. Dude really likes that book. Oh, I've read a few of the Halo novels. They're pretty good.
Now, more importantly, when are we watching the Amazon series?
I was hoping you would say the animated movie. Boy, I don't know about the anime. I mean, I'd watch it. Even my friends who are way bigger Halo fans than me hated it. Dragon Quest Heroes? Oh man, the thought of playing another Muso game, I don't know if I can do it, man. I hate those mindless brain mashes.
Garfield is my spirit animal, and I relate to that creature on many levels.
He also just likes Garfield.
Garfield?
Alright, let's go. Hey!
You will also see Kermit the Frog made a lot of cameos on these streams.
Builders 2, awesome game. Darn shame you gotta play so far in to unlock co-op. Me and Rio were gonna do it, and it's a bummer.
The one time you ever see Frosty play Dragon Quest.
Hey, I streamed Dragon Quest Monsters not long ago, and it wasn't very good. I think after I finish, well, maybe not soon. I really want to do Wizardry 4 soon, though.
Damn, you really went on that first-person dungeon crawler exploration grind.
I am, man. I don't know if you're a Wizardry fan or not, Sean, but do you know the gimmick with 4?
No. What is it?
Okay, so usually in Wizardry games, you got a 10-4 dungeon, right? So in 4, instead of playing as the heroes, you're playing as the wizard, and you have to fight from 4-10 to 4-1 to take over the city.
That sounds great.
And the encounters are not monsters, of course. They are humans. And to get the characters that you fought, the company had people send in their wizardry saves, and they actually copied their characters into the game as random encounters.
That's awesome.
It's really cool, and you talk to and recruit monsters and stuff. Unfortunately, the PS1 version isn't translated, and my Japanese is pretty spotty, so it'll probably be a bit of a mess, but I do want to try it.
I think I'm gonna start with 8, because that one I own on Steam. And the Seth review definitely sold on how wacky it is.
It's a wacky game, that's for sure. But it's cool, man. I'm looking forward to your Wizardry Ultima playthrough too.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm thinking after Code Vein, depending on how that one goes. I'm just gonna pull out the Ultima playthrough.
I only put a few hours into that game, but as soon as you said you were gonna play it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop so I can just enjoy the stream. Yeah, it's unfortunate, Golden. That's probably the worst thing about Builders 2. I really enjoy it, though. But you get to the third or fourth island before you get a little portal.
I hate when games do that. Unlocking game features behind progress.
I'm looking at you, Dragon's Crown. Yo, what's up, Ronan?
Hey, Ronan.
Oh, that's a wraith. That's a wraith. Uh-oh.
Well, you see, Dr. Cortex didn't have to deal with combine zombies in space.
He's got you. Oh, the sniper rifle with the energy sword. Watch this. As soon as I find that, wraith, I'm going right over to him and taking it. He's way over there. Watch this. Come here. That's my wraith now. Yeah. And now you see why I like sword lunging so much.
Definitely.
Wow, what are the chances?
I didn't even know that
the
Flood could ride vehicles.
Mm-hmm. They are, for all intents and purposes, just inhuman marines. Really, they can do it all. I mean, I guess that's what they are anyway, but they're not like barred from. Oh, be careful! They're not barred from anything.
Oh,
I wish I actually knew more about the Flood. I don't know how their brains like operate. I don't know if they are, you know, like zombified or what.
Yeah, whenever you lead up on Half-Life lore and the actual science on how headcrabs possess their human hosts and how that essentially puts you in a coma-like state where you're perfectly aware of what's happening to your body, but you can't do anything about it. That is horrifying.
Oh, I don't know if you have any interest in it at all, but now that the mod is out, that completely removes all the VR aspects of Alex. Are you ever going to play that?
I could. Like,
it's a very neat game.
Does it just turn it straight up into Half-Life 3?
I'm not sure. I've only ever messed with the VR version. I'm not sure what the mod does. But it is a cool game, I'll say that. Like, I'm not, sorry, I didn't want to hit you. I'm not like a huge Half-Life buff. I do enjoy it, but yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Totally without it.
Just like a regular old game.
I'm curious how they'll handle some things, but it's cool that more people will finally get to play it. What makes me sad is there's a From Software PS4 VR exclusive game. I played through most of it.
Oh, I know
really
which one you're talking about. It looked interesting.
Yes. I love that game, but I don't feel like plugging my PS4. You know, I meant to actually pull out the PS4 VR just to play it. Like, I bought it day one just to support FromSoft, and I didn't get a VR until many months after.
You know, that one kind of came out of left field, but at the same time I had to remind myself that From Software started out by experimenting a lot with video games.
Sure did. Have you ever tried the Eternal Ring or Kingsfield games?
No, I would like to. There is a pretty popular game nowadays that is like an accurate homage to Kingsfield. I think you've played it already. I'm blanking out the name, though.
Do we know a dev? Oh!
No, I think it's an indie project.
Is it the Dread XP publishing game?
Maybe.
They have a first-person RPG coming out. It's still in early access. I have it. Don gifted it to me, but I was waiting for 1.0 to play it. So maybe it wasn't that one, because I haven't technically played it.
It's not that one, but I know which one you're talking about. Dread Delusion. That's another one
Yes,
I'm waiting for.
I'm not sure. I play a lot of these first-person games.
Understandable. It's easy to lose track after a while.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Did you tab?
No.
I got disconnected.
Your connection to the game session was interrupted.
I would say we could finish it, but I do gotta go grab some groceries.
I know, and at the same time, we still have a little bit to go, regardless.
What map was that? Gravemind or Quarantine Zone? We got about 5. I'd say one more good stream we can do it.
We got like 4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah,
One
we
more
can
streams to do it.
knock it out.
We started on the crashes and ended the crashes. How fitting is that?
Just the way 343 intended it.
Exactly. I'm telling you, people, Halo 3 is gonna be the comeback we need. Or at least that's what I keep gaslighting Frosty with.
Yeah.
So he can continue playing the Master Chief Collection with me.
No, I definitely want to do 3 and Reach, but I don't want to do 4. I don't like Halo 4. I think that game's an abomination and should be avoided at all costs. But we can do everything else but 4.
Don't worry, guys. I'll find a way to
I'll let you take
trick
the
him
reign solo on that one. That I have a really bad spot for that game because it was where it started to fall off, and
I'll find a way to trick him, some way or another.
I'll be sure to watch the stream. But no, it's good seeing everybody.
All right, thanks for coming around, everyone, and see you on the next stream whenever that happens.
Have a good one, y'all.